Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 41. Back again with the entire crew after 2 whole goddamn months. Felicia's already so excited that she can't sit still, which makes me as a DM very happy because I must be doing something wrong if my players get so excited. No, I must be doing something right, not wrong. Jesus Christ.
Wait a minute.
God, my brain is a bit fried today, not gonna lie. I had a shitty 2.5 hour car drive in the worst kind of weather. It's dark, it's rainy, it's windy, it's shitty. God dang it. Anyways, I will not let my anger out on you guys. Though I won't promise that it did not influence my mind whatsoever.
Yeah,
that's scary.
Yeah, as the viewers will notice, since they can actually see the overlay, it has not changed, but I will change it when the new character gets introduced, otherwise it would be a spoiler. And as a footnote, I don't know, should I actually say this? Yeah, because I usually illustrate the characters, but I did not have the time. I didn't even barely had the time to give Felicia the notes that she requires to play a character up until a few hours ago. But hopefully until next week that should be done. So the image that you will see in her token screen will be temporary. So just listen to her description if she even appears, because who knows, maybe, you know, the other ones will just decide, oh well, no, we want to jump off the cliff now and want to TPK ourselves. I mean, shit happens. It's D&D, man. Okay, enough about me blubbering around about random shit. Let's get this shit started with the introduction. First of all, the one and only
Me, of course. I'm Greg, and I'm playing Irix Spanner, the human artificer, who, terrified of what we're looking at right in front of us, but also interested to see if there's any good stuff to pick up.
Hi, I'm Matt. I am playing Fiera, the female wizard. She's kind of in her zone. She's experimenting, learning, just trying to figure out all the thousands of different mysteries that are in this world.
Hi, I'm Skit, and I play Isarel Leofina, the druid cleric. She had a little bit of an angry fit last session, and she's probably still pretty angry, so we'll see how this goes today. Some mourning her friend and looking for revenge.
And then that leaves me. I'm Felicia. Don't really want to say my character's name or anything too much about it just yet. I'm just really excited to be back, and I hope our viewers enjoy my new character. She's gonna bring a lot of fun elements to it.
Yeah, I think so too, and I also just realized the viewers can also see the name of your character since you rolled. And the mini token as well. Well, I think this is small enough where I'd be genuinely surprised if someone can actually read it, because they need a 4K monitor for that. Because our quality isn't that.
Well, the token's also like not even what she really looks like.
Exactly.
So
yeah. So it's still a mystery, I guess. Oh shit, I love it. Anyways, thanks for the introductions, and I think without further ado, we can get this party rocking. It's the intro, which I guess the new intro. You haven't heard, Felicia. That's what I'm just realizing. Nothing special. Nothing special. Just something short. Keeps things within a timely manner. Hoo hoo hoo! First one was everyone in a while.
A forgotten past.
Nope, that was the wrong one. Sorry.
A field with rolling hills. A forest with twisting trees as the wind howls a song of the night's lament. The echoes of screams are carried through the valley, and the tears of those who have lost a loved one falls as rain to the ground, nourishing this blighted land to further extend this cruel reality. A darkness that leaves its trace visible for all to see, as to remind the people who live here what their fate will undeniably be. Death. Demons ravage this land, a manifestation and proof of this unforgivably cruel world. They consume and feed off the despair of their victims, and no one is safe from their corruption. Those who wish to stand up against the fate of this world will bear witness to the despair and cruelty that this land has to offer. Will you be one of them? Will you challenge the curse of a dying land? Will you fight it and overcome it? Or will you fail and be consumed by the corruption of this unfaithful world, and become one of many whose lives have been forgotten and consumed by the blight?
Yep. There we have it. We're gonna start it off with a quick recap to get you all on the running again. You guys, after having lost best friend, I realized I still am using the token for. You know, sometimes you just have to keep my homage. After having lost her, you still continued your journey to get to the point of origins of Calyx, as you have at least ascertained it being at the Isthmus Crossing. However, reaching a nearby Port Imazath, you have discovered from locals there and talking with a few individuals that a greater conflict has been brewing there as well. Specifically, the conflict between the Holy Lichnius and Collis and Azathia are reaching kind of the climax in this specific area, where a Crusader Legion, the 10th specifically, has already kind of occupied the southernmost village of Azathia, Keldon, and in response to that, there seems to be a large military presence at the Torrendale Gate, which is at the Isthmus Crossing, right at the border of Azathia, and the Wolfang Battalion is also stationed at the nearby Port Zeverum. Also, as you discovered, awaiting orders to potentially engage the Crusader Legion if they attempt to move further inwards. Even though, strangely enough, they have already taken some of their space, but they are a bit hesitant to act, since, you know, it is the Holy Legions after all. Despite that, you still decided to traverse and go towards your destination, even though it is literally in the center point of where this conflict might potentially take place. Walking there, a young lad would have approached you while you were trying to get there. He would kind of say that he's also someone who is marked. His name was Renwind. Seemed to be like a mercenary guy, and he wanted to potentially work together with you since you have similar goals. But after kind of discussing a bit, you were a bit untrustworthy. For the first time, hearing the story from the other side, you realized how crazy you probably sounded to everyone else, and you were like, no. And let him go. And he respectively agreed to it, as he also said that he understands how the situation currently is, and you know, there's not a lot of trust to be had. And so you parted ways and continued onwards, where you would then eventually see some pikes, some poles sticking out of the ground. And after getting a closer look, after having rested the day before, you realized, yep, these are definitely poles and definitely pikes, which have been used to stake corpses. These aren't any ordinary pikes. These are kind of cross-shaped pikes where the kind of smaller juncture of the cross pierces through the mouth of the corpse, and attached to the mouth, kind of severed through the hand, are their arms showing off the mark of Calyx in front of it. Not quite sure who has done this, why this has been done, or for what purpose. You were kind of struck by surprise, and that is where we ended, so that is also where we're going to pick up immediately. You guys are standing now close enough to these pikes where you realize these are dead bodies. All of them still have, you know, kind of their clothing on. And as I said, you could see like the reflection of metal, as some of them still wear bits and pieces of armor. So, what do you wish to do?
Can you remind us how far between the pikes there are? Like, how far away are they from each other?
Yeah, they're around maybe like 15 feet. They're not super close, but close
Yeah, so
enough.
we can see a lot of them where we're standing.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I'm just gonna run up maybe 5 or 6 pikes in front of us, just quickly looking to see if there's any I want to see if there's any demon blight on anyone or any of them or around any of the pikes, and if there's anything moving still.
Yeah, make an investigation check. $25.
Wow.
Pretty damn good. Yeah. Your adrenaline probably helps you kind of focus in a bit, since seeing corpses out in the open is a clear sign for some sort of demonic infestation. However, as you look at them, there don't seem to be any blight marks or any clearly visible ones, and even if you look closer, there's nothing. However, one thing you do notice is very clearly that most of them, on different parts of their bodies, there has been like a kind of bit of parchment attached to it with a nail kind of slammed or kind of nailed into it. And you can see it's almost like a scripture with blood written on it. And every single one of them has it. It almost looks like, you know, those charms that you can hang from the ceiling or something like that in a similar fashion. Yeah.
Okay, I'll just yell out, like, there's notes on all of them, guys. It doesn't look like dangerous, I guess, but I don't know. I'll start walking back.
Well, I'm guessing you did. Okay. I will walk up to one and try to read the note without touching it if I can.
Yeah, like looking at it at first sight, it isn't like a note with just a message on it. It seems to be more. Actually, make a Arcana check. or history. If you're proficient in both, I will even give you advantage.
I am.
Then choose one.
Do Arcana with advantage then?
Yeah. Which is a new rule I should integrate, because I actually like the idea. If I allow different types of checks, and if you're proficient in those, you can just have advantage, because your accumulated knowledge would probably help in that area. 21. Yeah, this is definitely a charm of some sort. Divine in nature. As you look at the scriptures, very, very similar to Holy Lich's charms that you have seen to protect or preserve bodies from being corrupted or decayed. So this seems like a Holy Lich's charm that prevents corpses from getting infested or, turning undead. Or specific.
But they're written in blood.
They are written in blood, exactly. And they aren't classical like the ones you have seen before. There are arcane elements, not purely holy elements to it. So it's kind of like changed a bit in a way. And plus, you don't recall any grotesque way of stamping it or nailing it in quite literally into a body. Usually you just, place it on. So this seems a bit dramatic.
Interesting. Okay, a lot of things are coming together then. Yeah, I mean, not in a good way, but I guess, yeah, altogether. So just a reminder, the fellow we're looking after, one particular note that he has is that he has either papers or scripture on him. I believe the elven gentleman told me. It's kind of interesting. And also this charm. I don't know if you remember, Eirik, when we met when we saw the Legion in Ulvermere. They weren't practicing normal divine magic. It was actually somewhat akin to arcane. And the 14th Legion is the Legion of the Written Word.
Okay.
Possibly connected, possibly not. But I think we all know that whatever horror happened years ago was probably from a legion that killed a lot of people.
Do the bodies on there look like very, very old? Like, I don't know, like they've been there for weeks or for a couple days, or like what's the state of the corpses, basically?
Yeah, I can make a medicine check.
Yes.
12. They are in different states of decay, definitely. That's clearly visible. Some of them are already kind of a bit rotten, but not fully, though there isn't much smell. And since there's so many of them here, you would have definitely smelled them from, at least a mile away. Like, the smell of rotten flesh is quite potent, and though you're standing so close to it, the smell isn't affecting you greatly. And some of them, you can clearly see wounds that they have suffered. And with a 12, you can also ascertain that they probably were killed before they were staked, and that the staking wasn't the actual lethal part that took their life. But you aren't quite sure how long they have been here. Definitely not months, definitely not years. You can still probably recognize them if you knew them in real life, like the faces haven't decayed fully yet. And, after hearing kind of that these are charms, you kind of put one and one together that maybe the charm preserves the corpses to some degree.
Do any of them look familiar to us? Are these maybe people from our past?
Make a perception check. 21. Make a history check.
Oh my god.
Oh, why didn't you roll 1?
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fucking
Okay.
amazing.
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope. So at least you don't seem to recognize any of them. So definitely no
Jeez.
immediate people that you know.
Oh my god. Okay, one last detail check. Are the pikes wood? Are they metal? Are they something completely foreign to us? What do they look like they're made out of?
They, as an expert craftsman, you can clearly tell they are made out of wood.
Expert. Yeah, I knew it. Such an expert.
It takes an expert to know that, so.
Yeah.
Can you make
Yeah.
like on the map? Can you make like a dot where we think we roughly are? Just like a small dot.
Sure. Yep, I can do that. Whoop, 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 whoop. You are at. Actually, you would actually be at this point, but I would put it away. Kinda at the edge here.
Oh, we are closer than I thought. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That would make sense.
Change
Okay.
that up here. Oops.
Well, we need to figure out if we can even move past these.
Ooh.
I guess, Azrael, do you have your detect magic ready?
I do. I prepared it because I knew we were going to approach a spot that would most likely be kind of yeah, I was expecting we would see some
Weird stuff.
yeah. So I can detect it, and I can hopefully, if needed, make it go away. So
don't
I
know if
have
we'd make
yeah,
it go
I have
away, but
both I have
if it's
both
dangerous.
detect and dispel in case of
Okay.
emergency.
Well, if you want to look around, make sure we don't alert somebody or put a mark on ourselves if we travel past this.
Yes. It's it's for 10 minutes. Do the pikes look like they're forming like a barricade of some sort, or do they look just lined up for as far as we can see?
They look lined up as far as you can see. So since
Okay.
you know they're like 15 to 20 feet apart, would be a pretty shitty barricade.
Yeah, but what I meant was like, does it look like it's an enclosure around something, or does
Oh.
it just like look like it's
Yeah,
in a going?
yeah, it looks like a line. It definitely kind of looks like a border of some sorts. Like it has been
Okay.
specifically, you know, placed equally distance away. So anyone who would pass by here would definitely see these.
And we stumble. I'm just trying to make a mental image. So if we were walking this way, we stumbled on it being like this, or are we at the end and going?
Oh, no.
towards-
So you were following the cliff, and it was perpendicular to the cliff.
Okay, that's that. Okay.
Yeah. And
So we would, if we were going left or right, there would be those pikes
yeah, exactly.
anywhere. All right. Okay. Well, let's pick a direction, and I'll cast my thing, and we can keep going.
Okay. Then where exactly are you wishing to go? I can ask that.
Yeah, I assume we'll just continue on and let Azrael go
Through the
first.
border, or are we walking along the border?
Yeah, that's kind of my question.
I think we have to go through it.
I think we have to too. Maybe
Yeah.
eventually, but I don't like. Are we?
Oh, you want to look for like a enter here safely point?
Maybe.
I mean, let me check if I'll cast Detect Magic and I'll look specifically to see if there's anything linking those posts to see if there's like a magic barrier or if it's just like pikes with
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, you detect magic, your eyes glow, and a purplish glow as they usually do, and then as your vision radiates out, you can see lights pop up definitely on the pieces of paper, those charms, and you can see a slight aura that covers the corpses. However, there is nothing linking each corpse with each other. They seem to be isolated.
Okay, so we could go through safely without triggering anything.
At least nothing magical.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling the others. Like, there's nothing magical linking those things. So unless there's like traps or something, like physical traps, we should be fine to cross.
I walk past them.
Okay, you see Fiera stride, and as soon as she goes between two of them, absolutely nothing happens, and she just walks past. No, I'm kidding. No, nothing happens. She just walks past.
A pit opens.
Wah!
Insta death.
A tesseract appears and asks you 3 questions. No.
Isara
Word.
would definitely like kind of look at Fiera walk through and then follow her.
Ooh.
I'll turn around and I'm gonna look to see if anything has followed us to this point and is maybe watching us cross over this border.
Make a perception check. 12. You quickly glance behind your shoulders, look at the hilly area you just came from and the cliff on your right hand side. Don't see anyone approaching or hiding. As you glance back, you just see Isra and Fiera kind of striding through and past this grotesque border.
Alright, I'll cross over and I try not to look at the bodies.
Yeah, just go past them. Definitely not recognizing any one of them. And
Shut up.
and we convene with Isabel and Fiera.
So what time of day is it now?
It's getting to noon.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can feel the temperature kind of dropping ever so faintly, and some clouds have started to gather across you. Still the fresh breeze of the sea, since you're immediately next to a cliff, and you can hear the slight crashing of waves, but kind of about everything that's happening here. Actually, you kind of give me a perception check now that I'm thinking about it, since you're kind of walking into a new area.
I'll also have Glamour do it for me, I guess.
Yeah. You can have advantage.
You can smell.
I'll look around, keeping for the next 10 minutes, like trying to see if there's any magical source anywhere around us.
Dang, 26. Yeah, you are looking around. The area doesn't change much other than that the pikes start to fade into the distance behind you. However, after a short amount of time, maybe like 15 minutes or so as you're walking, and you kind of cross over the next hill, there's a scent in the air that immediately catches your nose as well, as you're very perceptive, which is, it smells like smoke, definitely smoke, a charred smell. Immediately as you pick that up, you kind of scan the horizon and can see in the distance that there is a bit of smoke, like a plume of smoke emanating somewhere. And with a 26, there's a very distinctive smell which you have smelled before, since you kind of look at Glamour, and the way you have killed some of his people was through chowing them, and so the smell of burnt flesh is somewhat familiar, and you recognize that this smoke is a result of flesh being burned. Whether or not it's human or animal, you don't know, you just recognize that meat is being cooked. And at that point you would also see another row of pikes, several 100 feet into the distance. But as you kind of at the apex of one of the hills have a better view of the surrounding landscape, you can also see the actual road that leads up to the crossing itself, which you know you would have eventually stumbled onto anyways.
I'm gonna point out the smoke plume to the others.
A warning, a distraction, a signal.
Either way, how about we get a bit more prepared? And I'll start putting alacrity on everyone. So you can all get the boost for an hour. I'll post it so you guys remember.
Do we want some kind of like signal from us to anyone else saying that we don't mean any harm? Like, should we be walking in with like a white flag, or should we be like walking in with hands up? Like, I feel like everywhere we go now, we should just play dumb, but not too dumb.
So we're headed to the border for Colis. As long as we don't look like the 10th Legion, I think we're okay. Or if we try to hide, that'll probably be bad. I think they know that someone, the war coordinator, I think it was around here. So they might just attack first. We really don't know.
Yeah, because I keep saying this, like, I'm just, the amount of different groups that we have going on around here, and just in general, I don't know who we're supposed to, kind of fall in line with. So I don't want to like step on anyone's toes, and we show up and all of a sudden they're like, oh no, you shouldn't be here, who are you, and all that stuff. We just, yeah.
Well, the advantage with our group currently is that we all use magic in different ways to defend ourselves, so we don't have apparent weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least, it's not like if we were walking around with a guard that would have his sword drawn at all times or anything. We look less oh my god, what's the word? Threatening, yes. Thank you. We look less threatening. Obviously, this is a hot spot for a possible war, so no one is going to believe that we stumbled here by accident.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm not saying
everybody knows something is going on here. So as long as we stay honest that we want nothing to do with what's happening between all these groups, and we're only here for research purposes, hopefully whoever it is will be smart enough to believe us, because we're actually telling the truth. We're
Right.
not here for the war. We're not here to instigate anything. We are here for research purposes.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
And nobody
researching the
wants-
flowers for the medical research. The yeah, okay.
Yep, that's it. That's what. There is an ulterior motive, but no one needs to know that.
No, of course not.
So we'll try to be friendly as long as we can.
Yep.
I don't think anybody wants to start the three-way battle, so
If anything, I believe the 10th Legion would be the ones to do the first move, but I don't think they would do it on a random group of people that are here. They would start it with the others if they were coming too close.
Yeah. You would hope. Okay. Yeah. No, that's. Sorry. Just
no, it's a good point.
I don't know what to who to talk to, who to even look at. So.
Right. Well, I think let's be clear. If anyone from the Lichnius comes, I try to talk to them. If anyone from Azathia comes, I Azarel. And Colas will just try our best to feign ignorance, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's go see who's cooking up some meat.
Hopefully, and I start walking in that direction, just kind of offhandedly. Hopefully, that's just someone that caught a demon and is burning it off.
That would be nice, I guess.
You make your way there, so you aren't approaching stealthily, but rather just casually. That's what I'm getting at.
Casually, but still kind of cautiously, because I guess we wouldn't want to, like, scare the person or, like...
Yeah, and if anyone's keeping an eye out while you are approaching, you can make a perception check.
Yep, I definitely would.
Glamour's job.
Let's go, Glamour. He's itching his nose.
He does have a perception button. I didn't even see that.
I knew it. I knew, like, cat has to have a perception.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's at a different spot.
It hides quite well. Yeah, you start to approach, and as you kind of get over to the other hill and you get closer to the smoke plume, the stench becomes more stronger, and now Fiera and Iris, you can also get a whiff of it as it lingers in the vicinity. And as you cross over this kind of second hill, you can see that it kind of leads now to the main trading road, which is quite large for a traveling road, since, well, it is the only trade road that connects Colors with Azathia, which means there's probably heavy for traffic, and usually you would expect at least some people here. However, it is dead empty for obvious reasons, which you are all well aware of. However, there's one spot that isn't so empty, where you can see a small fire or pyre burning, and quite distinctively, I swear you can tell that there's a pile of corpses that is currently being burned, and standing next to it is a figure who very clearly has started this fire. And with 18, I would even say there is even blood spilled around the surrounding roads.
We still want to go in friendly?
Yeah. At a certain distance, like keeping kind of a distance, I'm going to use thaumaturgy to amplify my voice and basically shout, "We come in peace. We were simply curious as to what was burning, but we'll be on our way shortly."
Okay, your voice booms out, and you can see now that the figure turns obviously to where this voice is coming from. And Felicia, you can describe your character, please, as she turns to face them.
So I am about a 5'7", 5'8", dressed in very dark clothing. My shirt is, it is a chain shirt, but it kind of has like a lace-up kind of look to it. Pants are like dark jeans, very rugged looking. I have a very large battle axe, that's the word I was looking for. I have a shield, jet black hair, that's like in a ponytail pulled back, but the sides of my head are shaved. There's like, how far away are they from me?
I'd say like at least 100 to maybe 200 feet away, somewhere between that distance.
So that's what you'd be able to distinguish from where you guys are at.
Yeah.
So when you do that, I whip around. I'm just gonna kind of instinctually put my shield in front of me, just because I don't know what's happening.
No. We're good.
However, you would... you can make a perception check. Alicia. Ooh, first roll was new character in the group. 20.
Oh.
Yeah, you kind of look at these three individuals who have just approached and communicated with you, and you would recognize them as you have seen them not too long ago.
You, Izarel? And Eirik? And Dr. Fiera?
I'm just gonna smack Izarel. Just
And you are?
My name's Jade Nightlock. I've been sent to find you. I have a letter from Zephagus. And I hold up a paper.
She holds up a paper.
I'm gonna turn around to Fiera. Can you send Glamour get that?
Me? I mean, sure.
I feel like this is a strange way for him. Yeah, go.
Okay. Here I go. Oh man, she really doesn't look very fancy. And he kind of...
not the time, Glamour.
and then he slowly pulls his way towards you, Jade, and you can see this kind of ocelot-esque looking cat kind of slowly approach towards you.
Is he still walking on his back legs?
No, this time he's actually on all fours. He seems to be very
Okay.
nervous. He walks through and says, hello, name is Glamour. I'm here to pick up the letter. And now he stands on two legs.
Hi, Glamour. And I hand Glamour the letter. And I go, I'm gonna walk a little bit closer, but I mean no harm to your people.
Did you hear that? She's going to approach, but she means no harm. And he kind of takes the letter in his mouth And start to first walk backwards.
And I kind of follow behind him, and my hands are just out like this.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes back.
When he gets back to us, I'm just gonna look behind us to
I'm
see
gonna
if that other fellow is there.
I would have stopped probably like 20 feet away from them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If you I can make a perception check.
I'm gonna look at the letter.
Yep, you look at a letter, and it looks like an extremely nice letter that has been kind of sealed shut with a wax, a kind of blue purplish wax, with a where the what's it called stamp that has been used is a very distinctive mark of a letter, the letter Z, which you would have recognized in the Zephyrus archive for it commonly used for Zephyrus of stuff. And Fiera, as you kind of look around, there's no sign of the other dude, and or actually any other dudes here.
No dudes.
Yeah, no dudes, and no.
Hello?
What?
Hello?
Oh, wait. Now I'm back. Yeah, no dudes and no girls, just clear fields. Sorry about that. My audio sometimes just decides, hey, fuck this guy, and I'm like, why?
I'm gonna open up the letter to read it.
Okay, you kind of attach the wax symbol, and as soon as you do that, you explode. No, you can see that the inside of the letter flashes with a bright silver light, and the wax itself kind of dissipates into like this mist, which then manifests in the face of Zephyrus, or his entire head actually, as a kind of projected image comes in front, and suddenly a floating image of Zephyrus is in front of you.
I see you have finally received my letter. I presume that you are all doing safe and well. I have sent one of my associates' friends to help you in your endeavor. She is a contact from, well, a location I believe you already know, the Vanspire district. Make good use of her.
And then the letter with the image disappears.
Oh, you guys' reactions. Oh, I'm so happy.
And Glamour's like, this is surprising. Actually, wait. No wonder she seems so familiar.
Oh, do I know Glamour?
Actually, yeah, make a history check.
Oh god, that would be amazing. Oh, no.
Ah, no. Didn't have much to do with slow lives like him.
My first instinct is to trust you explicitly now, but
Oh. Here's the thing. Skit wants to trust her, but Icerer wants to throw her off the cliff.
So now that I'm closer, you guys would be able to see going across my left eye is a scar that goes from about here to here. And around my eyes, it looks like I've had mascara on, it's been crying, and it's all like smeared and dark eyeshadow around my eyes.
I kind of just look behind you at the bodies and blood. want to explain that?
I had seen more like been attacked by some individuals that were red-eyed and manic and screaming about somebody named Kenny.
What?
I
Hmm.
I stumbled upon something that I probably shouldn't have and made contact when I should not have. But they were very blood red-eyed and very manic.
Okay, with all due respect, please be very clear about what you stumbled across.
There was like 4 people. They were fighting amongst each other. I believe there was a body in between them. Somebody said something about a Kenny. And next thing I know, they start attacking each other and me.
Oh,
Sure.
you're from the Vampire district.
Yes, I am. Well, kind of. That's where I've been for a while.
Can
Bless you. Bless you. Is it time to jump?
no, I don't want to. No, I didn't want to. Okay.
She fought it.
I felt that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Build up.
Oh my
Oh.
god, that was
I feel like it's stuck right here.
Oh god.
Oh. Can I see your forearms really quick?
She only
Um,
has 2. What are you talking about?
With the way my armor is, you would be able to tell that it wouldn't easily be something I could easily do. But I know what you're looking for, and yes, I have the mark.
You were at the arena as well?
I was not at the arena. The Vanspire district was overrun and taken by force.
Hey, Jesus.
Checks out.
So is the whole, like, underground city a mess now?
Sunanir in general is a mess.
Sure.
Actually, a small correction. Everything was overrun except for the Vampire district.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought, like, the part that I was in was...
Yeah, the part you were in was the Vampire district. There were attempts to overrun it, but they all failed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
so is
remember
what's-his-face
that.
keeping it clean?
There was an agreement with Colas and the 12th Legion to bring Calyx over.
mhm.
I did not take very good notes from session 0.
As Jade is like saying those things, I sort of starts pacing around. So Colas is making different deals with different legions,
Mm-hmm.
and they're actually looking at going at war with one of the legions. It seems like Colas is kind of picking and choosing where to insert themselves.
I think we can assume it's just like Azathia and my home, in that there's different factions trying to do different things. and that they aren't all under the king.
So, what's your name? Jade? Jade?
Yes, Jade Nightlock.
You know the director?
The director. There's lots of directors.
There's lots of Okay. We only know about one, or I only know about
Who are you speaking of?
the director in the Vanspire district.
Should I refresh your memory? That is, yeah, you would know the director. He should be.
Is that who I'm not supposed to talk about?
No. If you look at the notes I gave you.
Oh, the director Vel Ray Locks?
Yes.
Yes, I know the director.
Okay, because we met him, and I specifically remember because it's basically what we all want is to stay. He said that he's staying neutral,
Mm-hmm.
and then he said that the war won't happen because this is just a game for the big wigs to play.
Mm-hmm.
A lot has changed since you probably spoke with him. He was one of my mentors when I joined the Vanspire.
So you're here to help us? That's what I'm getting?
Yes. Yes.
How did you get here before us?
I kind of got whisked away to this general area. I was told that you guys were in this area and that I had to find you.
Whisked away by who?
My people.
You're alone right now, so we have no idea who your people are.
Yes.
You are alone, right?
Yes, I am alone. As you know, Zephagus has connections everywhere.
Sure.
And one of his associates has the ability to teleport people wherever they want to go.
Okay, yeah.
And so that's basically what happened, is I got teleported to this general area to try to find you because we knew that this is where you were going.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, I wouldn't say no to the help, as long as I get his head at the end.
And I wouldn't be against more connections with the Vanspire district.
If it's the only place right now that seems to not be in trouble.
Right. Also, we need a place to return to.
One last question before I can trust you for now.
Of course, ask me anything, and I'll do my best to answer.
Kronberg. Where do you stand with him?
Do I know Kronberg?
I don't think you do. Like, probably heard the name before because he's, you know, a very popular guy, but nothing personal.
I don't really know anything about this person.
Good. Very good. Keep it at that.
Okay.
You don't want to know him. Especially right now.
Okay.
In fact, just for now, pretend you didn't even hear that name.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I cast mind control.
We're actually
I can just imagine Ira going.
I mean, modify memories, exactly that. Whoop.
Yeah. So quick question. Do you know why we're here? Just so you know of how to be of help?
I know that you are on a mission to find out more about Calyx, and you believe that his birthplace is around here.
Oh, so you know
Forbidden
just much
name.
about-
We don't say his name.
Oh,
We have a very, very serious, superstitious person with us, and I kind of point to Eirik. So we try to avoid his name.
Okay, well, he who must not be named, as long as you don't interact with them, everything will be fine.
He
See?
knows?
And you won't go
Good.
manic like the people that I just scorched.
Eh,
Okay. Remember the drunk?
Yep.
He said the same thing.
To not interact.
Because the more you interact,
The more
more
real he
fuck-
becomes.
and the more fucked up you become.
Yeah.
yeah. His
I mean, we
presence-
kind of already assumed that, right?
Right.
That wasn't like new information.
No, but we hadn't seen anyone go nuts, red eyes either.
I mean, we left very quickly.
Yeah, the world's pretty big.
The worst we've seen from him so far is him claiming my best friend's soul.
Oh,
Well, and killing a lot of people.
The farmer on a pitchfork in the middle of a workshop. Yeah.
Anyways, we have a job to do. I guess you're welcome to join us. Do anything weird, and we'll probably. I don't know. Let's just not come to that.
define weird.
That's a good question.
Maybe just stay in front of us so we can always kind of like keep an eye on you for now. Like, no offense, of course, but we're just not going to take our eyes off you.
When she says define weird, I'm gonna look at her. You define weird.
Look, we're all weird. Let's just not try to hurt each other, and we'll keep it at that. So, as simple as possible. Working relationship. Don't try to hurt each other.
As you say those words, I swear your passive perception is pretty good, and since you're already kind of on edge, you can hear in the distance, further down the road, what seem to be like, maybe like war cries or something like that. Kind of deep, gurgly voices.
Ultal gelastendal. Kostal. Kostal. Kostal.
Help.
And then,
Do I recognize the language at all?
well, we can make a history check.
Can I cast guidance on her?
Sure, of course you can.
Oh, ho, ho.
Oh, not that you need it, but you know.
Make it over 20.
Yeah.
So you get an extra. Oh, I didn't mean to roll that for you, but whatever.
Yeah, I get an extra D4.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, okay.
bad.
22. Yeah, this is not only from the tone of voice, but kind of the way the syllables are being pronounced. This is definitely Orcish, who are quite famous for having war cries. Not often seen as Azathia, but there are a few war tribes here and there, though most of them get scared away by the military. However, there are a few orcs are pretty accepted in colors, and you can noticeably see orcs kind of traverse the seas. Some have pirated before, however, not much success. And since you're at the border of colors, maybe not the biggest surprise to meet some here. You don't see them yet, you can just see in the distance kind
Yeah,
of
I'm gonna like when I hear the war cry, I'm just gonna turn around and say, orcs. There are orcs around, listen. They're screaming, war crying.
From the direction of the border?
Yep.
Odd.
So that's just another group involved with what's going on now?
Possibly, I mean, they're pretty common in Colas, I guess. I wouldn't be surprised if they agreed to fight for them instead of
Oh.
killing their own people, sending their own people to war. Would be a pretty smart move, actually.
So run? Is what you're saying? They're gonna...
As Fiora
More
says
like
that,
extreme caution.
you can see that now one silhouette starts to peek over the hill,
No.
and a second one, and you can see the big burly forms of green-skinned, leather-clad warriors with javelins on their backs and great battle axes as they kind of just stumbling around. And you can immediately tell they're hunting something just from the way they are looking, and the cries become louder and louder, and since no efforts were made to try and hide and you were just standing there idly talking, one of them immediately spots your group, and in a furious, almost like blood rage gurgling call, which I won't do because I don't want to wake my parents, he just starts to manically start running towards you guys.
Guys.
Can I do my lay on hands on myself since I'm still pretty damaged from before?
I will say you can. Well, unfortunately, you have to roll initiative to see who actually goes first. And
I didn't realize they were just like that close to us.
it's a hilly
Me
area.
neither.
They're still like hundreds of feet away, obviously, but they have made their way across one of the hills, and it's just kind of sprinting towards you guys. Unless you wanna... Well, no, they already saw you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And we have that extra D8, right?
Yeah, so
Three of us.
Azrael, Eirik, and myself have alacrity.
Yes. Oh, the news thing is always weird. They weren't necessarily being very stealthy, so they don't get any surprise attacks or something like that. However, since you were kind of talking there for quite a while,
Oops.
in the middle of the road,
Yeah, we're just hanging out.
I did a dumb.
Did it them?
Yep, I did not click my token.
also did not the initiative order out, so apologize for that.
Oh. this is
Oh,
gonna be
21.
+6 for 27.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's a 5.
Yes, he has a +0 to initiative.
9. So yeah, I'm at a 9.
And do we have glamour?
13. Oh yeah. I will put a cut in a minute. Well, you
15 total.
Okay, 15. There you go.
Yeah.
It's nice being a chronomancer. You get such a big bonus.
Yep.
I don't know what to do with it, but
Cat. Let's see. There you go. Here's a cat put next to you. I will give you control over the cat. Where is Fiera? F. Save settings. And let's see how these orcs do. One thing that's also you recognize is there is one orc that looks a lot larger than the rest of them. That's kind of standing in the middle, and he starts to crouch over the hill. And the thing that is maybe a bit more worrying towards you guys is not only is he larger, but he has a set of 2 horns coming from his forehead.
Does that look familiar to me, I assume?
You can make a history check.
It sounds familiar.
16. Not necessarily, no. This is
Okay.
a bit odd, but it is not from the vision you have seen that Calix has given
That's what I
you.
was thinking, yeah.
Because that in the vision he had distinctively 3 crooked horns that were completely asymmetrical. This guy has 2 horns, but they seem to be symmetrically coming out of his temples. And they seem to have, like, from the distance you can't quite tell, but you can see blood at the end of them, and the sides of where they kind of come out seem to be a bit ruptured, almost as if these horns would like recently grown out or something like that, or he did attach them inside of them by ramming them inside. It's a bit unclear. However, it is your turn, Fiera. So what would you like to do as you suddenly hear and see these orcs approach?
I will do what a time wizard does. First, I gotta get a little closer, unfortunately. This where I will go right here. Close enough. It is. Okay, I will cast slow. I will target this front fellow, and then it's a 40-foot cube, so I should be able to get 5 others as well. I'm gonna try to get the leader in it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then a 40-foot cube, you say?
Yep, if I have to get closer to get the leader, I will. Or the main horny guy.
Yeah. Oh my god, this is... I want to draw it, but draw 20, you can't close the tab.
Oh,
For the... Yeah, you would get him.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Perfect. Then...
They can target 6 individuals, so...
Oh, it's perfectly 6 then. And what check do you have to do? A wisdom save.
So wisdom save. So yeah, all of a sudden, it's kind of like if you see like a mirage, the air kind of just starts waving and like light kind of starts reflecting weird, and time slows down in that cube.
Yes. Then a wisdom check from the leader. That's a 20. So he unfortunately makes it. Holy shit. Then the other orcs will start from top to bottom, left to right. It's 9 fails. 4 fails. Natural 20 succeeds. 10 fails. 19 succeeds. So the first one failed. I shall mark that with this. The second one also failed. Marked it with this. The third one managed. The fourth one failed. And the fifth one made it. Okay. So, as this spatial dimension gets warped, so it becomes slower. You can see some of them, the bodies slow down. And they are trapped inside of there.
Perfect. Then I'll back up next to Jade, just so I can keep an eye on her. And yeah, get ready for whatever's next.
Okay. Next is the leader, who seems to be kind of... Yeah.
I think I deleted the square by accident.
Oh, wait, which square?
No, I still see the square.
Oh, probably.
Okay,
For yourself.
Okay.
And slowed is like just a one-time effect. It doesn't stay there, right?
As long as I concentrate, it's on those individuals. Not the area.
Okay.
So
Then it can actually
Can't
disappear.
get rid of it. Yep.
Yeah, so he can see as he kind of marches forward, just as this slow kind of hits him, his body kind of shunts a bit and he becomes slow, and you can just see him like just enrage a bit, and you now recognize the description that Jade was just talking about as his eyes kind of flash with red, and he kind of lets out a cry. I smell
Kenny.
blood human. Marked blood human. I shall feast.
And he will move 40 feet in this direction.
Have we
And
understood that as common?
yeah, that was common. And he will then pack out one of his... How far away is the closest person? Oops, nope, I don't want to take him. I want to use the ruler. Where's the ruler? Align. And oh my, why roll 20? Yeah, he's doing this to me. Yep, he can hit you. So he will throw one javelin your way. He has disadvantage because you are freaking far away. But he's got a pretty good arm on him.
Okay.
First javelin throw was 26.
I guess as I see the javelin coming,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to use my reaction to send him into the future.
Oh, yes.
With temporal shunt, because I don't want to get hit by him.
Yes. Does it have a
That is-
range or is it...
It's 120 feet.
Okay,
so
yeah. That was the condition that he can hit you, so that definitely is in range. And he has to make another wisdom save, I believe.
Another wisdom save.
Okay, let's see if he does this one. His wisdom actually isn't that good, so I was surprised he made the first one. Holy fuck! Man, you can't make this up. You can't make this up. It's just insane.
Okay.
Yeah, once again, you can see him shunt for a bit, and then he just rages again, and his eyes start to glow up red again.
Kolaskandal. Blood gives me power. Stronger than yours.
And he just yanks this javelin right into you. You take 12 piercing damage as it just hits and scars your shoulder. You have to make a concentration check.
Yep.
And he will throw...
10.
Yeah,
Okay,
easy,
we're good.
easy. And then he will throw his second one at Jade. Think that you're a bigger human, and he likes his target practice. But that is a 11, so it just kind of hits him, but this time it flies wide. As you can see, he's having a hard time, keeping his head still, his entire body still, and each time like one part of his body is constantly moving. Definitely gives off big crackhead energy. I'm currently realizing where is the turn order on...
Yeah, it disappeared.
Yeah, why did it...
Oh.
Did I? Oh, I think I deleted it. Oops.
Uh-oh.
No, it's fine. It saves it. That will bring us now to Jade, as you see a javelin pass by you, but hit your newly acquired acquaintance in the shoulder.
Alright, so that's a bonus action.
You like how temporal shunts only worked on Arya? So
Yeah.
Yep.
And I majorly fucked her up in the process as well.
yeah. Oh, that's great.
Oh man. Okay. Alright, so he's 75 away. Okay. I'm going to cast at first level Hex on this, like, this guy.
Yeah, the leader. The red guy. So he is hexed. And an ability you can choose where he has disadvantage for.
We'll do wisdom. Since he seems to be rolling good on wisdom,
It's
let's give him disadvantage.
It's wisdom checks, not saving throws. Just so you know. Or is it? Is it? Yeah.
Ability
Tricks
checks.
made.
Oh,
Yeah.
then we'll do. Oh man. Dexterity.
Okay. Dex it is. Then anything else? Or was your bonus action?
I can't really. I'll do my lay on hands and use all 20 on myself.
Hmm.
To give myself 20 HP.
You.
Now I don't feel as dead.
Hmm. Okay.
And I did my movement, bonus action, and that. So yeah.
Okay, then that shall take us to Isawell. What would you like to do?
Yes. I'm going to run right here
Yes.
next to Fiera. And I am going to clap my hands together, point my fingers, and guiding bolt at the leader.
Yes.
And I'm going to do a 4th level guiding bolt.
Yep. $25 definitely hits. Okay, so he will take 21 radiant damage as your bolt flies with shining bright light, and as it impacts him, you can see his entire body gets kind of pulsated a few steps back as he kind of takes the brunt of it, leaving a few radiant scorch marks on his kind of half-naked body, but he kind of just pumps his chest back together like a big gorilla. Magic weak.
So whoever attacks him next has advantage. By the way, just throwing that out there.
Anything else?
Then, for my bonus action, no, there's nothing else I can do for now.
Hmm. Then. Yeah.
Oh wait. just gonna... Yeah, okay, yeah, no, I'm gonna use my Misty Step to appear right here.
Okay. Then it is the other orc's turn. It will move 30 foot this way and will use its bonus action to dash, since he can't do that. Actually, no, you won't do that. You will kind of stay here. And you will just... What will you do? He will chill. He will chill for a moment. I don't think he will do anything particular. Bring us to Iwake.
I thought you were gonna be longer. Okay. I am going to. Okay, let me just. I have to remeasure something. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do the big boy right off the bat. We're gonna try to cast Fireball, centered on that square right there.
Okay. You know, you can just
so that I can
draw a circle, right?
Yeah, I can. I can do that, can I?
Yeah.
Right there.
Okay, that should get everyone, I believe.
Oh, I don't see anything.
Oh, it's not. Hang on. Oh yeah, 20 feet. Does it not stay?
Oh, you can click linger and then it will stay.
Oh. Okay, 20 feet. I can get 5.
Yeah.
What if I do it? Oops. Can I do it here and get him?
Yeah.
Oh, I can get 6, and I'll do it there.
Okay. Then
Fireball.
that fireball.
So like the last time, it's gonna start like the little ball of fire starts to grow out the tip of the wand like a lava lamp, like I said last time, and it's just gonna arc and just land right in that spot, hopefully doing what I want it to do.
And roll for your fireball. And then I will roll the saves.
Oh, hang.
Holy shit. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So,
and the slowed ones get -2.
yep. Then I'm gonna start off with the boss, who really is just balling through these walls. Incredible. So he takes half of that, which is 19. As he kind of is at the edge of the impact and manages to kind of pass through there. Then let's start with the middle guy, who just didn't do nothing. That is a fail, so he takes the full 39 and gets caught in the explosion. The other one, he gets a -2 and he gets a -2. Let's do them first. Both of these have -2. It's a fail, and that's a success. However, even on a success, he still dies because
Hey.
they don't have 18. Yeah, I don't even have to roll for them. I don't even know why I even rolled. So these just get instantly disintegrated as your fireball comes into range, and you can just see their bodies burn up. And once again, as the ash fills the surrounding air, the smell of burnt flesh once again re-enters your nostrils as they are pulverized. Anything else you would like to do?
Let me double check one little thing. Okay. I will move here.
Okay. Very nice. That shall then take us to the orc's turn. Well, the orc. Yeah, the orc's turn, but singular this time because you killed all other. He will move 30 feet, and as a bonus action, he can dash. And since he's too far away, he will also take his javelin out. And no, actually, what he will do instead is you can see him kind of at the side. He has like this little leather harness where he takes out this weird-looking vial and then puts it inside of a syringe and just kind of injects it into his own chest. And you can see this red liquid enter inside, and as soon as it does so, you can feel and see his chest kind of pump up a bit more, but in a somewhat natural way, as if it's like some natural steroids that he's taking, but more noticeably are his eyes that get pumped up to blood red. And he will get... that is +8. So that's 23. 23 something. And he kind of, similar to what you've noticed before, Jade, just kind of turns into this weird bloodlusty manic behavior. His breath becomes more rapid. As he starts going a bit insane. That's the end of his turn. That was his action, bonus action. Bring us to Glamour.
Here we go.
Perfect. All right, big turn for Glamour. I'll just mentally command him to go beside Izarel and Jade, and get ready for me to cast a spell through him.
Okay.
So yeah, like a paw and a tail on each. You know, he's paw over here, tail reaches the get Jade.
Yep. Very nice. Then it's your turn then.
Perfect. I will cast Fly through Glamour at 4th level. So both Izarel and Jade, your bodies become pretty much as light as a feather as gravity kind of changes around you, and you feel as fast as the wind. And I will post it so you know your new speed and stuff. Which means the slow drops on that one guy. But now you two can fly, and you have 6 feet of movement.
Ooh, thank you.
Nice.
That gets me into melee range.
That was the goal. And then I will run behind this rock. Like a wizard.
Incoming
Like a
flying bear.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
I peek. I get behind the rock and I peek to watch what happens.
Okay, ends your
That's it.
turn. Then that will take us to this guy. He will dash forward. He's pretty fast over to here. And he will... will he do that? Oh, yeah, okay. This bonus action. He will also take out a similar looking vial and attach it to a syringe and stab it inside of his abdomen. So he too will get this benefit of this weird thing.
Oh, I just had a big brain moment. Sorry.
Okay. He will then, as his action, since that was a bonus action for him, use... Oh, actually, or would he just dash? I think he would just dash to close the distance. Yeah. And he will actually, because he's a crazy guy, step just right inside of you Ending his turn there. Can't do anything else. Taking us to Jade. You are flanking him, so if you attack him, you will get advantage on your attacks.
Let's
And
see.
And that's who I've hexed. So I'm definitely. Oh, I'm so glad I had that advantage. Does it in 19 hit him?
A 19 does indeed hit him. It's one-handed if I'm...
Yeah.
Yeah. And then plus...
And
the
yeah,
hex.
plus my hex.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
that's upsetting. So I'm gonna go in to hit him again.
yeah.
So glad I had advantage.
Oof, yes. And then another d6 for your hex. Ooh, that's much better.
Hey.
There you go.
And then
Actually, as this happens, as you kind of hit him with your big great axe, and you can see he's also wielding a big great axe, which he has taken out at this point. Each time your great axe carves through his skin and his flesh, it feels like almost as if it's like thick leather and something's pushing back. So even though you're having full contact on his naked body, it doesn't pierce him as well as you expect, and you don't do as much damage as you want to. On your second slash, you can see some of the blood that drips out. He just kind of flexes some of his muscles, and some unnatural amount of blood just kind of spills out of him and shoots against you, and you have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, this guy has blood magic.
And with a 10, that's unfortunately a fail. So as you kind of slash into this wound, as his blood splatters onto you, you can see you suffer the exact same wound as he does, as a scar comes over your body, and you take as much damage as he has taken, which is 11. So half of 11 would be 5 plus 6. So you take 11 damage as he kind of uses some weird magic.
And then as a bonus action, because he's hexed by me, I'm going to invoke my Maddening Hex, which deals a 5 psychic damage to the target cursed by my hex spell.
Okay. Actually, you also have to make a Constitution saving throw since you took damage. To see if you keep concentration on Hex. That's easy enough. Easily stay concentrated. Okay, yeah, he takes the 5 damage as his mind kind of melts a bit. Anything else? I think that's it, unless you want to move.
No, I'm not gonna move. I'll let Izarel have the advantage.
Okay, Isowell,
Yes.
what would you like to do?
As I see him get way too close and personal to me, I am actually going to cast hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna cast command on him. So I'm gonna see him get in between us and too close, and I'll be like, no, you turn around and go back where you're coming from. And as I kind of slap him, I just scream him, meaning I want him to attack this guy right here. I'm commending him to go after him.
Oof. Well, command obviously is limited to one word for a reason.
Yeah, so just him is all I...
Oh. I don't know if that will subjugate him, that you will attack him.
I'm I'm trying. I know it might fail, but I'm trying.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely try. Make a
Yeah.
straight wisdom check. This is pretty... Well, okay, first of all, we will just see if he... Well, actually, no. Make a wisdom check. And then if he succeeds and also beats your wisdom score...
Because he needs to save on a wisdom of 16 for him.
Yes. So you just roll a straight wisdom,
Yeah.
and that's to kind of see... That's a 20. So he has to... If he gets under a 20, he will do exactly as you want. So you will attack the other guy.
All right.
And if it's below a 20 but still above a 17, below a 17, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Oh, he makes it. So he doesn't, because your safety DC 17, right?
16. So yeah, he totally makes it.
Dang! Man, his wisdom saves are so fucking good. Yeah.
I was trying.
So a bonus action and movement.
So
And he doesn't have his reaction since he used it on Jade last turn, so you can move.
yeah, I'm trying to see if I can do anything else. No, everything else is an action. I don't have any good bonus action, so I'm just gonna shoot up in the sky 60 feet.
Okay, and then
Straight up 60 feet.
60 feet it is.
Yep.
I will just, as a moment, put that next to your token so I don't forget. Okay, that will take us then to this guy who almost got completely disintegrated but didn't. You will walk here, bonus action dash, all the way to here. You're 60 feet up, so you're 60 feet away from him, because that's how... Oops, I don't want a circle, I want a line. Fia is 80 feet away. He will actually use... Will he? Though... Yeah, he will. He will cast a... third level guiding bolt towards you, Fiora.
Oh,
Oof.
okay.
As he...
Yeah, it's too far to
Well,
traverse.
that's 11, so he misses completely.
Yep.
And you can see him kind of channel this, but it's instead of like this bright white or purplish light that you're used to isolate seeing, this is more this dark kind of maroon wine-colored bolt that kind of shoots, but you are covered behind this rock and it just kind of hits the edge of the rock as the splash of this flame of the bolt does not hit his target. That's all he could do. Bring us to Iwick.
All right. I am having none of this, so because he moved to where he did, I'm gonna cast Fireball again
Okay.
and get them.
Oh yes. Roll that damage, even though I'm pretty sure no matter what you roll, they both will probably die. Oh no, the other one did take his syringe, so he actually probably might be able to survive. Okay, starting with the normal orc. Dex save coming from him. The 17 barely makes it. And the other one, well, he would die either way, but let's just see. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. 13, yeah, he fails. So the other one who shot the guiding bolt instantly also just disintegrates, while the other one takes half damage, which is perfectly 16, as part of his body gets burned. But it seems like whatever liquid he has injected inside of himself has greatly empowered his physical strength, and defenses, and he still seems to be up and running. Anything else coming
Cool.
from you?
Yeah, I'll just use my feature to Misty Step
Mhm.
up to there, and then I'll use my movement just to get into this little section of bush.
Of bush. Okay, that will bring us to the orc's turn. Seeing you getting a bit closer and blasting him with fire, he will run towards you. Gets about here, but he can use his bonus action to dash. And will use his great axe to try and cleave off your head, as is the orc way. And on a natural one, he completely fails. So you can roll a d20 to see what happens to this guy. That is a 8. And 8 is... okay. Has to make a dex save. DC 13, otherwise he will fall prone. Let's see. 12, he fails. So as he kind of runs towards you, after getting burned, he tries to swing, gets slipped on the tall grass, and just kind of... and then falls flat on his ass and is prone, lying right in front of you. Ending his turn there, can't do much else. Then that will take us to the good old Glamour Cat.
Is it like difficult terrain to go through the high grass?
No, it's not. It's just grass.
Okay. Well, I think all I saw was the orc going toward where Eirik disappeared to. So I'll just give the command to Glamour to go help Eirik wherever he can.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll go through the bush, find the orc, and I think attack.
Oh shit! Okay.
You know?
Yeah, with advantage.
You make a claw attack, yeah.
Yeah.
But then it didn't give me the option. Hang on. I go.
Oh wow. That's an 8. That doesn't hit.
Oh, there we go.
An 18. That's it.
And it's for 1 damage.
Let's go. He gets clawed. Slatch.
Claw's face.
Yep. Claws him while he's lying there on the ground. I mean, an embarrassing way to die as an orcish warrior who wishes to feel the embrace of battle, and he just gets clawed to death by a cat. Not dead yet, but well, he might be. Okay, probably ending Glamour's turn, bring us then to yours.
Okay, so the one... Oh. What do I know about blood magic? That's a good question. Do I think they can come back? I don't know. You know, let's just do the old... I don't want to do a cantrip, that's kind of lame. I'll shoot some missiles out at the guy.
Okay.
I'll do a 2nd level magic missile. That seems a little bit more useful.
Okay.
That is the, I think, 4 missiles. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Okay, start rolling. All for him.
Mm-hmm.
And these are pretty much like crystal darts where on the inside there's almost like a black cloud with white lights, like condensed space, and they just explode upon impact.
Yes. That they do. As they all come flying towards him. All 4 hitting their target, as is the way with magic missiles.
And I think I'll move close. I kind of have to. I have to be within range to use certain thing. Alright, unfortunately, I will come out into the open. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, to bring us to his turn. His mind, for some reason, is staying quite strong with him. And as such, seeing that you are trying to control his mind, he will, as a reaction, kind of once again go enraged and just start letting out this hurtling blood scream. You all, and I mean all of you, have to make a wisdom saving throw. As he starts to scream out. The DC is 15. Holy
come on.
shit! God damn, 2 natural 20s there. Very... oh.
Rip Glamour.
So those of you who failed, which is only Glamour and Eirik, you indulge in the same bloodlust that he is in, which means
Oh no.
you will now always attack the closest creature that is next to you. So for you, it doesn't change anything. So Glamour and Eirik will still attack the orc, and the 3 that failed, nothing happens to you, as you can feel the effects of it kind of swirl over into your minds. But your minds are strong, kind of inspired by how this orc has managed to disable all of your magics. You just disable some of his magics, and that will actually be it.
How long does that last for?
You can make a save at the end of your turn.
Oh god.
This is literally the highest stat I can get.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
I can't get anything higher than this. This is the top stat I have.
And
Oh, glad you hit it.
Yeah.
as a bonus action, he will take another vial and inject it into his right quad this time. Sheesh. That is...
Uh-oh.
Okay. And you can see as he has like these slashed wounds and bone impacts from all of your attacks, which slowly close again as soon as the blood syringe touches his body, and it kind of heals back some of the wounds he has sustained. Ending his turn, can't do much more than that. Bring us to Jade.
Alright. Oh, I have advantage. I forgot about that.
No, you don't, because Ice Wolf flew up.
Yeah, I'm 6
Oh.
feet up in the air right now.
Okay, so then, since, you know what, I'm actually going to use one of my channel divinities because I have an extra use of that. Which is, where's it at? Guided strike. Gain a +10 bonus to the roll. I can make the choice after I see the roll, but before the DM says whether the attack hits or misses. So turning that 14 into a 24.
Yep, that will definitely make it a hit.
And I'll mark off that I used that.
Yeah, that's 12 there. And your hex.
Yes.
Very nice.
Oh, come on.
Oh. A 12
For that one, I'll use my reaction. And I'll use Chronal Shift. All of a sudden, you don't change, but everything around you slows down as you gain bunch of speed, and you can attack again.
Oh, sweet.
Give you a mini haste.
15 barely hits.
Oh,
Oh,
take 'em.
Yeah, he isn't the most heavily armored individual.
Alright. And then...
Your d6 for hex, don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you continue. Slash him.
Alright. And then is my Channel Divinity, is that a bonus action?
Also depends what it is. I'm not sure.
It's usually gonna say at the beginning, like mine says, as an action, you can do
It just
this.
says. Oh, it just says when you make an attack roll, so it doesn't
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, so it's just a free ability.
Oh, okay. So then as a bonus action, I'll do the 5. Okay, I don't know why it just rolled that. Because it just says deal 5 damage, psychic damage.
Okay. Yeah, he gets 5 psychic damage.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And yeah, that's it.
Very well. Takes us Isol's turn.
Yes. I will, seeing as our new friend is in a pickle, I will come down a little bit, enough to be within 30 feet range from Jade,
Mhm.
and cast Sanctuary on her.
Very nice.
So for a minute, any creature who targets her will need to make a wisdom save, and if he fails, he needs to choose a new target for the attack.
Mhm.
So that is my bonus action. And as an action, I'm gonna firebolt him with my cantrip.
Yes.
Do it.
A good old firebolt. I haven't seen that in a long time.
Yes.
Pew pew pew.
Yes. There it goes.
Oh,
Holy
God.
shit.
Boom.
That-
God
That's more like
dang.
a fireball.
Yeah, it literally is. Well, how much? That's 22? Yeah, 22.
Yeah.
God dang. It comes scorching down and burns the top of his head. His pretty little mohawk that he had, neatly made, just kind of disintegrates. And he's now bald, making him even more angry. It's the last bit of hair you just burned away.
So I have a. So I came down 30 feet. So I have another 30 feet. I'm just gonna move a little bit just to put a little bit of
Distance.
Yeah, but I'm still staying quite close to the girls.
Okay.
And that will be it for my turn.
And then we come to Eirik, who is currently in bloodlust.
This guy down here, did he have an axe?
Which guy?
The guy down here in the middle of the road?
He actually didn't. He had claws attached to his hands.
Oh, darn it. Okay. Is there a rock on the ground somewhere within 6 feet of me?
Oh yeah, definitely. There are enough. I mean, you could also use the claws for your catapult.
Oh,
Not in distance.
I mean, if I can actually use the claws for it, then yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll cast catapult on the claws, and I'll try to wrangle them so that they come directly back at this guy.
Okay, he has to make a dex save, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
It comes a lot of dex saves from them. You can first roll your catapult. See the damage. The save DC.
Whoa!
Holy shit. Pretty damn good. And that's a total fail, almost 20. You just can see these 3 spikes detach from the hand of this individual and just fly towards him and just completely penetrates and goes through his chest area, rupturing his lungs as blood spurts into your own face since it's in your direction, and you rejoice in the rain of blood that is currently in front of you and laugh manically as well, as for the first time Eric seems so confident and so ready to see blood. But as you expect him to drop dead, he doesn't, and he's still standing there with 1 HP.
You're a dick. You're a dick.
You're 21.
Absolute.
He had 21 HP, man.
Oh, is there just like a
Spit on him or something? Like, fuck.
Hey, this is glamorous opportunity. Yeah, that's the end of your turn.
Yep. Can I make my save?
Yes, you can. A wisdom.
God, I hope the DC isn't too bad.
16 makes
Wow.
it.
Hey.
So
Makes a wisdom save?
Hey.
yeah, oh, that's crazy. As you kind of laugh in the shower of blood, and then you swallow some and you realize, oh, what the fuck am I doing? And the normal Ivy comes back, probably a bit disgusted. Yep, and starts screaming. First, like laughing. It's exactly how I imagine that. Take us to the Orc's turn. With 1 HP under his belt, he will, take his great axe out to try and chop you off. Was it 11? He just misses. Thank you. As he just swings wide, which makes sense. He's basically dead.
And prone still.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, actually, you will stand up and then do that. Doesn't change anything, but that will now take us to Glamour. Maybe his chance for glory.
Yeah. Would he be able to take enough to move so he could kind of get a better swipe at this guy's behind?
Yeah, he can definitely flank with Eric to get advantage.
Yep. Alright, good. I mean, he's got to get those claws up in there, and then this time all should do with advantage.
Come on, Glamour. Come on.
This. Oh my god.
Nice.
Holy fuck. Jesus. Man, this could have worked out more perfectly. I only left with 1 HP through Eric's catapult, but then with a natural 20,
Wow.
ending him off. I mean, you have to describe how Glamour kills this orc.
Jesus.
How does an ocelot kill an orc? Let's see.
I think what he does is he actually gets up underneath the armor, kind of slides under it, and he just goes to town on this orc's back.
Yeah.
Because he's in a bloodlust, right? So he's trying to dig into the orc.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
bloody, it's awful, it's gory,
It's nasty.
It's not a good time.
Yeah, and then as soon as he finishes and drops down, you can just see Glamour there, also manically laughing at what he has just done. He can also make a wisdom save to see if he breaks free from the mania before he will attempt his.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he makes it too! Oh, amazing! And Glamour as well.
Glamour has a better save than a +1 to. Oh gosh.
And he too, after scratching this poor orc to death, also starts laughing. And then also proceeds to scream as he's completely dirty. Which does face.
Screaming at each other.
Yeah, you're just looking at each other screaming and standing up Kat and Eirik. This is one way to fight for sure. Bring us back to Fiera.
Jesus. Don't know what to do. I kind of want to slow, but Ezreal's in the air. Dropping would be bad. Okay, yeah, let's try Sapping Sting. 17 con save.
Ooh.
Make this guy go prone.
Yes. It comes. Though,
Oh, it actually works.
oh my god, and that's the stat he's actually good at. Like with a +2 he makes everything, but with a +8 he fails. Holy shit.
So yeah, just green energy kind of just zaps out of like his legs, making him shrivel up, and he goes prone.
Yes, indeed. You bring him to his knees. However, the energy that forces him to do so doesn't seem to be affecting his body as much as you would have hoped for, as the necrosis
Odd.
isn't quite digging in, but it is enough to bring him to his knees as he kind of stumbles down.
And then I'm gonna run
The wizard way.
and hide behind tall grass over here.
Okay, you can definitely do that. Ending your turn, bringing us back to his turn, and he will stand back up. For momentary glory, you brought him to his knees, but he's back up. This time, he is enraged as usual, so he will. Have you? Oh no, you haven't. He will just grip his great axe, look at you, Jade, and finally go to town. He will reckless attack, so you will have advantage. However, all of your attacks will have advantage on him. Remember that. Yes.
Sanctuary though.
Oh
He
yes,
needs
yes.
To do the wisdom save first.
Exactly, a wisdom save of 17, I believe.
16.
Okay, 16.
Yes.
He fails, so he isn't able to
He
make
needs
the
a new
attack.
target.
Is he allowed to move?
Yes. He just needs a new attack.
Okay.
A new target. Yeah.
Then let's see.
Oh no, is Iric in his pack?
Yes, he is, and he has a movement
Oh,
speed
no.
of 40. So instead, he shall go towards you, Eirik. Kind of. Anyway, so. Glamour shouting, "Oh no, Eirik!" As he tries to warn you, but you obviously see him coming. As he just comes running at you with his great axe. With a natural 1! Oh my god! Like, Eirik is protected by a different kind of sanctuary. Please roll a d20 to see what happens
Yeah.
to this poor
Second D20 roll.
Holy shit!
Hey.
You can roll 2 d20s now. This is insane. That's a 9 and an 18, and I think 18 is pretty damn bad. Yep, your weapon shatters unless magical. It is now useless. Okay, it is magical. So he's lucky there with a 9. You pull a muscle, your speed is half until your next rest. Holy shit. I have to remember that the speed is halved. Okay, he will continue his onslaught. He has more than 1 attack. However, heavily, yeah, taking it back by putting a muscle. Bring us to... Oh, wait! No, it isn't a natural 1. I'm sorry. He has advantage because he did reckless attack.
Oh.
Ah. Well, 11 still doesn't hit.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But a 27 does hit, right?
27. Well, yes.
Yeah, I don't know why I ask. I don't know, maybe you have something you can do against it. You're level 9. No?
No. It
Okay,
is, it is.
Take 19 slashing damage. And you must make a con save with a DC of 13 or suffer a wound.
Hang on. 19 damage. Con save.
22 is easy enough, so as he slices into you, you suffer a big slash, and you can see your wound start to tear open. However, your body is strong enough and resists the tear, and you do not continuously start to bleed. And that is the end of his turn, although yeah. Oh no, he still has a couple of syringes left, so he will just use them up. And now that you're so close to him, you can see as he takes one out that he has still 3 left in his pouch as he injects another one inside of him, giving him a big boost, making that this, ending his turn, can't do anything else. Jade, who you saw the grimace of this guy almost about to hit you, but some protective force forced him to go somewhere else instead. What would you like to do?
And you are still flying.
And you are still flying.
So I'm gonna just move up to right behind him. And then...
Just as a quick reminder, if you attack him, you drop Sanctuary.
Oh, that's fine. I have a plan.
She has a plan, everybody.
That's fine. I was just reminding.
You have advantage?
Oh, wait, Eric's there.
Well, and he did reckless, so you would have advantage anyways.
I'm assuming a 20 hits.
Yep. At 10.
I'll roll my hex at the same time.
Yeah. 29, that definitely hits. It's actually... No, it doesn't. Okay, so that is a total of 16. It's a slashing damage, unfortunately gets reduced to half. Anything else?
And then as a bonus action, he does an additional 5 psychic damage.
Alright. As you pulse him with your mind energy. Is that the end of your turn?
Yes.
Okay, then that'll take us to Isorel.
Yes. I will cast as a bonus action a 5th level healing word straight to Eirik.
Okay.
That's a lot
So
of
you-
level.
Yeah. You almost gain everything you lost, so you get 18 healing.
Oh, that's everything.
Oh, great. And I will fire bolt at the guy again. Because I can do that with my cantrip.
Yep, and your firebolts have been pretty damn good. It's,
Not as good this time, but still. I'll take
still
it.
pretty decent as a firebolt gets unleashed and hits his back and scorches it quite a bit. Do you still want to move? You're still flying.
I am still flying, but I'm gonna stay right where I am. Because
Okay.
I am right in the middle of everyone right now.
Yes, will take us to Eirik.
All right. I'm going to use my Fey Touch feature again and cast Dissonant Whispers on him.
Oh. Yes, make a wisdom probably.
Yes.
Is also holy stat. Nope, this time it has left him. Oh, a total of 17, and then he has to use his reaction to move as far away of you as possible. Correct?
That would be correct.
Then he will walk 20 feet since his movement is halved still. because of the natural. Oh no, he didn't roll a natural one. I'm sorry.
No.
Yeah. So a full 40 feet. He will run here.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
No, it's forced movement, I believe. Or is it? No.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from you. It doesn't say it's forced.
Then I would say you do get an attack of opportunity, since he has to use his action to run away. Holy shit. Man, that's a combo. God dang. Yes, let's see those dice. Oh, it didn't do an auto crit. Or another d8.
Another D8.
And then 2d6 for your Hex. Ooh.
Okay.
Still 19.
D6 was the most. It was a 5 and a 3 for my D6s.
Yeah, so 1. So yeah, it's just a total of 9. So it's 14.
Oh no! Don't. I just clicked it again. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, you can see. Oh, actually, how does the distant whispers look like? I don't think you've used it before, right?
No, I haven't. It's so basically instead of, just the physical, wand doing things, it kind of just there's like a magical force that kind of points it towards my head, and then from there it just you start focus. You can see my face start to focus a little bit, and it kind of like contorts into this ball that you can't really tell that my face is there anymore. It's kind of just like shifting around, and you just start hearing this like ringing coming out of me and going right towards him.
Yeah, he shakes his head trying to get it out of him, but it is too strong as he then kind of unintentionally starts to run away. And as he does so, as he turns away, in the same momentum, Jade kind of uses this opportunity where he isn't paying attention to just kind of chop right into his gut, and you kind of see this deep wound open up across his stomach. Which will now take us to Glamour's turn, still chilling there.
Okay, so I want to do a combo with Glamour after seeing them do their combo.
Okay.
I'm gonna have him go near this guy, and I assume I've seen at least one vial be used by either him or someone else.
Yep.
I want Glamour to tell me where they are, so on my turn I can shoot arcane missiles at them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, make a perception check from Glamour.
Sure. I assume you can smell them. I guess.
Yeah,
it
I
was in the
guess.
vial.
Yeah. Hello, keen senses. Yeah,
Pretty
22. Yeah, they are. Well, even 11 would have done it. It's not hidden anywhere specifically. He has like this kind of leather harness that he has kind of attached them into on the side of his hip on the right side, where he kind of takes them out and then injects them.
Okay. So as he communicates that to me, I'm not gonna have him go next to the pyramid. I don't want a Glamour die. I don't want to remake him again. He'll stay there. And then that'll be his turn. So on my turn, I will pop out so I have a good view of the guy's satchel, and I'll shoot all 3 missiles at it, just tearing it asunder, basically.
Okay, since it's a specific target, and I know magic missile always hits its target, but since it's a specific target, I will need you to just roll your spell attack against his AC.
So, 21.
Yep, 21 hits. Well, and for all 3, since that's 3.
Actually, it's gonna be 4 missiles.
Oh
not
shit!
anymore.
Yeah, then 4. And since he has 3...
Do you want me to roll damage or?
No. Like
Okay.
1 blast would definitely hit, destroy.
I'm trying to obliterate it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, so just roll for every missile, and I will say every missile can hit 1 vial. So the first one flies and destroys it.
Jeez.
Oh,
My God. Those are good missiles.
Oh no, I meant for attack.
Oh, attacks.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
the damage will always destroy the vial. It's like it doesn't have much HP.
Okay.
Just if each one can target, since you have to hit 3 of them. 19 would also hit.
Team.
So that's 2. And a 25. Yeah, then I will say the last one you can just hit him with it if you wish to.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'll hit him right in the hip. I guess if the satchel's not there, that's where it's gonna
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Then we just take the 5 damage of the first one you rolled as you shoot your missiles. Each one of them still keeping true what they're supposed to do. Magic missile always gonna hit, and so they do. You can just see all the vials, the glass kind of splinter into 1,000 pieces, as well as the fluids inside just kind of get spilled and dropped onto the floor, leaving him with no vials anymore. And you can see him now, especially after the last impact where the magic missile digs deep into his side. His breathing has already started to become even more heavy as the heavy damage that he has sustained over the course of this battle. And something just kind of clicks inside of him. And the eyes that have periodically been kind of glowing a bit red just perpetually start to brighten up in this very deep scarlet hue. And you can see his muscles bulge a bit as he seems to get a bit excited. And his kind of unstable nature, where some of his limbs were just constantly shaking, his entire body is in a adrenaline rush as he looks towards you, Fiera.
uh-oh.
Yep, no, that's what I say as I hide behind the rock.
Okay, bring us to his turn. As I said, he looks straight at you. And since he is in his new state, oh, he can't quite get to you with 50 feet. However, he is an orc, so he can use his bonus action to dash, so he does get to you. And with his action, since he's now in a completely taken back blood rage state, he gets 2 additional attacks on his turn, and he will use all 4 of them on you. So here's the first one,
Okay.
a 22, which, by the way,
Yep.
I should have said it before, that he does some reckless. He has to make some reckless because he's in a blood rage state.
That makes sense. Yeah, that hits.
So that's 21 slashing damage, and you have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God, I'm half fly up. Sorry, Azrael. This is gonna go down for sure eventually, but not today.
And that's a con save for his weapon attack, and then now a con save for you keeping. So
I'm counting on you for that fly.
11. Oh, 11 does it. I think because half the yeah. So it's up.
Oh yeah. 11 does it, so you don't suffer a wound as the strike goes over your body, and your concentration, though it is getting weaker, still sustains itself. However, that was the first of 4 attacks. So here comes the second one, the 22. Also hits. Only 11 slashing damage this time.
Oh, here we go. Alright, so this is for the wound.
Yep.
God. I'm holding.
Yep.
Here's for fly. It will be a 11 DC.
Yes, just cruising through it. Then the third one. Let's keep it going. It was 20. Will still hit.
Yeah. Oh God,
Making it another 21. As Fiera now is getting pounded or beaten up.
Matt, your camera's frozen.
Yep.
Oh no.
no.
Oh, he's
Oh,
back.
no,
Oh, he's
no,
back. He's
no.
back. He's back.
Yep.
You're back.
Oh,
You're
oh,
back.
we're
You're
good.
back.
We're back. Yeah, it was bad timing. So you hit
And
for
he
20,
immediately
that
goes
does-
back to the same position.
Yes.
When he throws.
I have to make sure I did the damage here. Okay. 21. Ow, I'm still up.
Mm-mm.
And then the
Oh
wound.
my gosh.
He just needs to miss once. That'd be great.
Okay.
Not bleeding. And then let's see if you guys still get to fly. I'm nailing the checks.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my God.
insane. So this is the last
I'm
one.
holding
I
out for this fly. Like I need
I
to get fly in
I
order
need-
to get you.
And 19.
Yes! The last one, as I am literally bleeding, like my arm, my leg. This the last bit of strength. I put his shield up.
Oh, and he tries to come down on
my
you.
God.
And the arcane aura protects you as his blade gets deflected from the magical force as the last of his
I-
attack doesn't
I
beat
swear I
down.
was in the middle of the air, like 30 feet up, like going, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
That's
Fading.
exactly right.
That's all he can do, nothing more. That now takes us to
Jesus.
Jade, as you see that your new friend is currently almost getting chopped up to pieces.
Okay, so I'm going to. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna fly to right here. And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use my Blessing of the Raven Queen
Mm-hmm.
so that I can get up to right behind him.
Mm-hmm.
So as this happens, you guys just see like black smoke kind of like moving around me, and then I just vanish and reappear behind him.
Mm-hmm. Very cool.
And because Fiera's right there,
I think I have his attention.
huh?
I have his attention. Don't worry.
Yeah, so I get to attack with advantage.
Yep. Which you would have anyways, because he's recklessly attacking all the time. 26 will definitely hit. That will be...
Oof.
Holy shit. The d6 for your hex, don't forget that.
Oh yeah, I'll do that one first.
Okay, so that is... So once again, you're going to 1d8 and then 2d6.
Same
the
damage as
same
last
again.
time.
Oh my god. How are the 8, the 7, that's a 3, 6, 9.
I don't know why it's not just showing my crit. I don't understand.
11. Yeah, he will once again use his reaction, and as you kind of slice him open, he will try and project the blood back towards you, Jade. So you have to make a dexterity saving throw. Yeah, no, he can't target you, Fiona.
Can I use my reaction against it
Yeah, sure, of
for
course.
shield?
Oh no, it's a
Oh.
it's a dex save, so shield doesn't work unfortunately.
Okay.
15 makes it, so you only take half
Yes.
of the damage, which is 5.
But then it's tapped again because because of my
Your
raven thing. I get
resistance too.
resistance to all damage.
Yes.
So
It's 2. You get 2 damage in total.
I can live with that.
I sure hope so. Probably ends your turn, right?
And then because he hit me with something,
Oh, you're gonna use it.
using my reaction
My God.
to hellish rebuke him at first level.
Yes. That's a dex save from his part, if I remember correctly.
My God.
And this... Okay, 20 does make it, but he still takes half damage of 2d10. Which is 10. I don't know why it's red. That's 1 in a 9. It's pretty average. He has no resistance against that fire damage as it kind of just envelops and burns, scorches once again. And he has like a ton of burn marks all across his body from a guiding bolt, from a fireball, from fire bolts, and now from a hellish rebuke. A lot of fire going on right now. Now,
My hellish rebuke is it's like a black steam smoke cloud, so it's not like flames.
One might say it looks like shadow. Bring us to Isaro, still floating in the air comfortably.
Yes. So I just healing word and fireball bolted one thing. Immediately turn around, do the same thing. I'm gonna healing word 5th level Fiera.
Do you have another 5th level?
No, sorry, 4th level. Sorry.
I wouldn't be against it.
No, thank you for reminding me. It is 4th level, but still, I mean, it can be quite nice. There we go. So you gain 15, and I'm going to firebolt the other guy in the head again.
Yep, continuing the fire onslaught. 22. Oh, damn, 15 damage also.
Yeah.
That is a big hit. As it
Someone kill him.
blasts him.
I'm trying.
He's starting to look weaker and weaker. That is
I'm
for sure.
literally going like this. Shoo, 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 shoo.
Do
In the air.
Do you
Let's let it
wish?
fly on you. You can do anything.
Do you wish to move?
I am staying right there.
Okay, very nice. Then this will take us to Iwick. A bit far away.
I am going to firebolt.
Holy shit! Let's go. Firebolt action.
Dang.
Yeah, 120 feet of range. 20 definitely hits. With a total of another 15 fire damage coming his way. As he's slowly getting weakened bit by bit by all of your attacks. Just kind of burying him down.
I'll just walk my distance towards them.
Okay. Then Fiera.
What
I don't
does
kill him on
Glamour
this
do?
turn. That'd be bad. I can't run. Oh. Like, I don't know what to do. I don't have sphere up. Fly won't get me away.
Oh, he has to use this reaction.
Eric, why did you suddenly move on
He's
the
so
map?
fast.
Oh, that was,
Oh, just because I only move myself 20 instead of 30 feet.
Oh,
Um,
I was
I
like,
guys have to make it or break it. And then literally break. Oh, what if I do that? That could be cool. That'd be cool.
Then go for it.
Do I do think that's cool? I don't know.
You should always do.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense. Maybe. Yes. This guy seems unbreakable. So I'm gonna move around this rock. A little bit more. Yeah. Actually, that's fine.
Mhm.
And I start rubbing my hands together, and then a force of pure just energy appears. And I'm a pulse wave through the rock into this guy.
Holy
At
shit.
4th level.
Dang. That is pretty cool. Okay, it's a con save.
It is a con save for him and the rock.
Yeah. The rock fails, unfortunately. But let's see if
Poor rock.
he's pretty good at con, but last time he also failed, so maybe
I know.
again. Holy shit. Well, this time it shows.
I'll use my reaction, make him reroll.
Okay.
Celtic Shield's gonna help. So
Yeah.
One roll.
16, he fails! Holy shit!
Yo, time magic.
Well,
Please die.
how do you want to kill him?
Yes. Yes.
It probably looks horrible to him. Behind this rock, he hears just like almost like a thump as force pushes against it, shattering it, and then he just gets pelted by like forced air and rubble and debris, and his body is just broken and beaten and torn asunder. And Jade, you get to watch almost as like, you know, just a blast goes through him right in front of your face.
Yep, a lot of gore, blood, and splatter just passes by you as this pulse of just pure energy kind of erupts from Fiel itself, leaving behind quite literally only bits and pieces of what once was a orc. And now there's nothing left. And that is... yeah?
Does Sphere still look really wounded?
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Jade just runs up and casts Cure Wounds on you at 3rd level.
And cast Inflict Wounds at 3rd level.
That would probably kill me.
And you heal for 18, as you can feel.
Oh, that's a lot better.
Oh, how does your Cure
gonna-
Wounds look like, Jade? Just because it's the first time doing it.
This one's like a warm, just like glow. It's like a light pink, like when you think of family and you just feel that warmth. If that warmth had like a color. So it's like a light pink kind of just warmth.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, that.
It's very odd, but when you
Yeah.
get to know her character, you'll understand more why.
I guess I was breathing really heavy, focused on this scene, and getting really close to death. And yeah, that definitely just relaxes me. I can just take it in.
And the same way it relaxes you, we are gonna take a quick break since we are half an hour over the break mark. So, this was entertaining combat actually, not too much danger. Have you fun seeing something in it? Yep.
I used everything.
Just as a side note before I forget, Iserel's gonna slowly float up to big dude over there. I'm just gonna put myself close to it just so I remember, because I wanna check stuff when we come back from break.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Then we will see you guys in a second. Bye. Hello. We are back. So you've just successfully burned or disintegrated or obliterated or forced pushed out of existence these orcs that were traversing these lands with bloodlust. So what do you wish to do now? I saw you were placing yourself next to one of the orcs.
Can Glamour give her the help action? He's got pretty good hands.
Pause, excuse me.
Boss, sorry.
Yeah.
So it'll help you.
Oh, I didn't want to do like much specific before burning off what was left of the body, but I wanted to check if the body had the mark on it, on its forearm.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to do a check for that. You just kind of roll over one of the arms over, and even though this body was burnt to a crisp as well, I believe from Eric's fireball, the wound itself, since it's a deep cut, can definitely still recognize that the mark is there. Actually, yeah, just do an investigation check with advantage, since Glamour Paws is helping you. That's an 11. So above average. Yeah, it just hard to tell if it was any different since, you know, it's literally black charred flesh that is still hot to the touch. So yeah, but you do find out what you wish to, which is that the mark is indeed on this body as well.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna tell everyone else in the group, like, yeah, they were marked as well. So
And this is the manic that I was talking about with the red eyes.
Yeah, they wanted to eat us. That's awful.
that was they yeah, that I'm glad these guys, and I point to like the bunch of incinerated bodies. I'm glad we didn't have to fight all of these at the same time.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
No, that
How come
was-
you haven't done that like earlier?
I don't know. Just it's pretty new power, you know. I don't. Just I guess I'm absorbing or harnessing whatever you know, extra strength that's coming as we're going along here. It's handy. I'm gonna keep doing it.
Okay, good. I would still love to kind of take my wounds in a little bit. Maybe not here. Is everyone good to move? I feel like more just can come. Either them or people behind us.
I mean,
for this.
Yeah, I'll just take a minute and go to all the bodies and see if there's anything salvageable. Like, anyone have tools or weapons or vials that are left over?
Yeah, can we make an investigation check?
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You literally obliterated all of the bodies. So you kind of go there and you're like, you know what? Actually, it's not worth looking through this mess. And you just turn around and you're like, no, this is a waste of time. Like anything they
Okay, yep, let's go.
would have had, you probably burnt to a crisp.
Okay. I guess path or off the path.
Does it really matter at this point?
It kind of does. So Izarel, you know nature. Do you know how to find a certain flower?
I mean, hold on. Let me see. Yeah, I can ask the animals around to tell me where it is.
Perfect. Because I believe we're heading to a spot that has those red flowers that were given to Tila.
The blood lotuses, yeah.
Yes. There's essentially like a field of them, something that artists like to come and art with. Should be interesting, but it should stand out.
Yeah, just give me a minute. I'll see if I can find, and I'll start looking around to find like an animal, either a bird or a creature on the ground.
Yeah, make a
That could
perception check.
maybe help. Yes.
I'll cast guidance on her.
I almost did performance.
You perform a
Do
dance.
like a bird dance.
Yeah.
And then you get that D4 from guidance.
Yes.
Oh, to 16. Yeah, you do a little dance before you realize, no, I want to look. And you focus your eyes, and yeah, there's still, you know, a lot of birds kind of around and about in the air. However, one other thing catches your eye as you kind of look the ground for maybe a weasel, perhaps a hedgehog, or a mongoose. No, probably not a mongoose. They live in the desert. You see what seems to be also down the road on one of the hills, a child with white hair, white hair, and glowing white eyes that kind of looks at you before it turns around and just walks away.
Guys, there's a child over there. White hair, white eyes.
White?
Jade, have you seen this? Do you know what this is?
I'm just gonna immediately look.
You look there, but there's nothing. Then the child walked away.
What direction?
Over there, and I point towards where I saw it.
Like what cardinal direction is she pointing?
North. It's if you continue down the road.
Basically, the way we would like to go if we were to continue.
Would I know of anything in specific that would have white eyes?
Yeah, I can make a history check. I mean, white eyes, pretty uncommon eye color, but nothing that's unheard of, you know. Some elves have it. Zephyrus has like silver eyes. Some of the holy people have very bright white eyes. So there's a lot of different associations with white eyes, and you know, seeing a child with white hair and white eyes is like.
It could be anything, guys. I don't really know.
It's got to be a beacon of some sort. Something's sent it out to.
A child in the middle of here.
It's not a child. It's not
weird.
a child. It's something that has been made to look like a child because they want to try to make it seem as non-threatening as possible.
There it is.
I'll cast speak with animals on myself and call down a bird.
Yeah, a kind of magpie finds its way towards you and it kind of hops onto your shoulder.
I'll take out some grains that I have like in my pocket and feed it to the bird and ask the bird, do you know where we could find a field of red flowers, red lotuses?
Kind of looks at you expectantly as you feed him some grain and he kind of takes it into his mouth. Yeah, red flowers. Quite a lot of them up north. Yeah. Some of my friends usually go there. But not much food.
Thank you for your help, and I'll kind of rub the ground with my foot, to try to find a worm to feed to the magpie before letting it fly away.
Let's just say you find a worm.
Multicolored.
There you go.
Oh, a sugary worm comes out. It's like, weird worm. Quite sweet. Thank you. And then it flies away.
Yeah, and I'll turn to my friend and say, the bird said the lotuses are north.
The direction of the creepy girl.
Yeah. Child. Don't know if it's a girl or a boy, didn't check. Child.
Okay, can we agree that we'll go that direction, but maybe find a safe place to take a breather?
I don't necessarily want to agree, but like I think that's where we're gonna go anyway. So
I was thinking maybe we could take a little breather now.
I'm worried either more orcs will come, or more strange people with marks that want to kill us. Or join us.
Anywhere where we could take a short rest, I would be appreciative.
I don't want to do it next to burning bodies.
Let's find a calmer, maybe safer place, and then I can put in place my little thing to make us not seen.
Just get away from the chaos at least.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, then you kind of pack together all the things that you do have, clean yourself up a bit after this fight, and presume you just leave the bodies there. And
Make sure they're burned, but yes.
okay, then a few more fire bolts here and there, making sure that only ash remains. And then you step away. I presume you're still going up north, following. Yes.
Instead of firebolt, I would probably use my produce flame because it lasts 10 minutes. So that this way, like, I can just pile the bodies, put them ablaze, and we can walk away and not stay here too long.
Yes, kind of let them char there for a bit in a bonfire fire made out of humans, and you walk away. Do you stay on the road, or do you kind of detach yourselves a bit as you walk away?
I think at this point, there's no use trying to stay hidden or off the road. Like, everything is gonna converge to there, so.
As long as we don't head east, I think that's okay. Yeah.
Okay, then as you kind of walk down the road, gonna make a very nasty DM trick as we see you four kind of crest over the hill, back behind, leaving the bodies burning there. A small child with white hair appears, kind of pokes at the burnt corpses, seemingly checking something. And we return to you guys as you continue down walking, and after a bit you feel comfortably far enough from the bodies themselves, and the terrain here is, like I said, hilly, but now as you're kind of getting more north, it's less grass and more kind of rocky terrains, and a few kind of jagged rock spires tend to poke out from the cliffside edges, and sometimes also in the middle of the road itself. So where would you like to kind of take a rest?
About 150 feet away from the road.
Okay.
Let's make it 200.
Give or take, whatever.
More or less,
yeah,
you know?
145 maybe? Let me get my ruler.
More like 155,
Ah,
160.
okay.
Maybe let's push it to 200 feet.
Okay, 200 feet away.
201.
Yeah,
201?
there you go.
There's the deal. And sold. Yeah, you can take that distance, and I presume you're gonna create your illusion.
I'm gonna plop down my hallucinatory terrain to make it look like we're not there.
Yes, that can be done. And an environment gets shifted to look like as though nobody's resting there.
All right, short rest time.
Yeah, you all just take a short rest.
Yep. I'll clean myself and Clamor and anyone else with prestidigitation to get the blood off.
Oh, thank you very much, Fiera. I haven't been this unclean since the day I was born.
I believe you.
Yeah, kind of lost control there. Don't hope that happens again anytime soon.
It's fun, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
And then no.
Yes, it is.
Have you changed?
No, I'm just trying to mess with you.
I don't know what is real anymore. Am I real?
We'll slap him.
Yep, I'm real. That definitely hurt. Okay. And he kind of just does cat sayings. Yeah, you can roll your hit dice for the short rest. Taking an hour off here.
Jeez. That's pretty good.
Dang. 28.
Still not full, but it's there. There it is.
Is anyone still missing hit points?
Nope.
Nope. Oh my god. I just needed one.
Sierra, how are you looking?
After this rest, I am back to full.
Okay,
Thanks
cool.
to your and Jade's interesting.
Wonderful. I don't gain anything during this short rest because I did not take a single point of damage, and I cannot get any of my spell slots back. And
Being a warlock, I'm gonna want to take short rest, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't use my channel divinity, and I didn't use my wild shape, so I'm just looking at you guys for an hour.
Yeah.
Yep, and I will get my 5th level back with Arcane Recovery.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh, I'm better.
Then an hour passes. You'll feel a bit more recovered for the most part. Actually, do you do anything specific during the rest?
So we need to get back, right? Once we're done here.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking I should check in with Cinnifer, confirm that Calyx is still headed to Aelnir, and maybe he knows where we can teleport to if it's not Sunir. Or maybe there's a place we can go to in the Van Spire.
I was just gonna say.
That would be pretty nice. I just need to know the sequence, and we need permission. I'll look at Jade.
Well, I mean, I could try. I would just have to figure out how to contact them. And when I was leaving, they were struggling to keep hold of the Van Spire, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be able to keep control.
I feel like the sooner we deal with Calyx, a lot of this will just start being better. I mean, where else can we go?
Well, I mean, if you could go anywhere, like just go into the middle of nowhere. Pick a random place that you know of. Let's just go there. I'm kidding, of course.
I wish I could do that. I could try, but it would probably go pretty poorly. It's a lot easier if I know the sequence.
Are you talking about like after we end Calyx, where you're wanting to go?
No, after we get to our location, figure out whatever we're gonna do, and then I assume we have to fight him, right? We were told we were the only ones that can actually kill him because we have the mark, which means we probably need to face him after this. And
Can I
sooner the better.
ask what you guys know about him already? I don't know a whole lot.
Get out my notebook, plop it down. Start.
Jade takes out this like super fancy like leather notebook, and she just like is all ready to start like scrambling to write down what you tell her.
I'd look to Israel and Eirik. Are we okay sharing what we know? Just so we're all on the same page as we go through this?
Well, Cephicus sent her to help us, so I figure it would be best if we're all on the same page about everything. And so far, she's been forthcoming with us, so I don't see why we would withhold anything from her. At least
I'd-
about that.
I'd be willing to share anything about me that you guys want to know as well. To make you more comfortable. I understand that your group's been through a lot.
Are you an
Works
elf,
works for me.
or are you like the director, kind of a branch of different elf that we're used to?
I didn't hear what you said because you and Eric were talking over at the same time.
I was wondering what your race is. You're a branch of elf, right?
Yeah, I'm a Shatterkai.
Which is
The Shadow Elf.
Yes. I come from the... Are you familiar with the Carvine Ravine?
getting more and more familiar. Yes.
I am from a tribe that used to take care of the creatures and the demons that tried to exit the ravine.
Like take care of, or
Yes.
okay. Okay. You weren't like treating them for like wounds and shit.
No.
As soon as she said that, Isarel's ears perked up. Like, oh.
We worked closely with the soldiers of Horzar. We were a military outpost.
Oh, right. We've recently looked. Well, I guess I have recently looked into that. Well, sounds wildly dangerous, but something that has to be done.
It is necessary.
So, Calyx kind of has.
The guy.
Yeah, I'll call him EJ for short.
I just like raised my eye. What?
we
Just
call
go
him
with it.
EJ. Anyways,
Yeah.
so he was first heard of around 3112, which was about 380 years ago, at this crossing, the Ismuth Crossing. Rumor is that there was a large massacre to punish people. And the ones that were doing the punishment were compelled to do unthinkable things. And someone cast away their name and faith toward the light and was reborn. And he went as the Everdamned after that. Calyx was captured around the border by the people of Colis. They've had him in their prison.
EJ was captured. EJ.
Sorry, it's at this point it's normal. I'm reading now. I'm just reading the book. Calyx putting EJ above it. So they've had him in their possession for a long time because he hasn't resisted them, which is kind of odd. They've tried to kill him in numerous ways. Nothing worked. They said that he's waiting for something and has just been docile, and he mumbles to himself.
He wants the red moon or the blood moon or the dark thing, something about an eclipse, or we don't really know exactly.
Right. When we were at the arena, one of his quotes was that he shall wait a while longer. Soon the time will come, only a few more lapses of the dying moon, and all hold signs of the divine shall be united once again. Blah blah blah. Blood has not been drained yet. When the sky is painted red and the moon starts to bleed a crimson lunar eclipse, hold for me all the things that I truly need,
Yeah.
and the scarlet rain will hit the earthen floor. and he will hunt once more. So yeah,
And then Jade's
bad.
just scrambling to write all of this down in as much detail as she can in this journal. And Irik's doing a perception check.
Yep. Yeah, you're looking while you're chilling in your hallucinatory terrain, kind of just making sure that no spooky kids making their way towards you guys.
Please. Could befriend the kid, you know?
And about the 45-minute mark, yeah, you do see something move. Something fairly bright in contrast to the dark grass. Something small. And yeah, it's a small child with white hair. As white as the clouds above you. Very pale skin, and you can see him carrying, or rather dragging, on a few attached pieces of rope the burned corpses you have left behind.
Oh no. No, they're not.
And as you kind of look at him kind of walk across the road, since you are specifically 201 feet away, one moment he just looks right into your eyes and then just looks back at the road and then continues walking. He doesn't wear any shoes. He has a very simple white shirt on, no trousers it seems like, but the shirt is long enough that it goes to his knees. And with his incredible strength for this young child that doesn't seem to have any musculature at all, dragging these about 8 or 9 heavy orc bodies while they're still burnt to a crisp and most of them are ash. It's, for a child, seems to be pretty strong.
Don't like that.
Don't like what? You don't like a lot of things, Irik.
The kid dragging the bodies back. Am I? What are you doing?
Talking about him?
Yeah, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. I'm pointing towards the road.
Do I see it?
Yeah, you can see it as clear as daylight. The same boy you just...
That's the one. That's the one I saw.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Well, he's not bothering us.
It's kind of bothering me a little bit, not gonna lie.
A thought just crossed my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Is he the one putting up the pikes and
Oh, Jesus.
the bodies?
Yeah, definitely seems possible.
Because he's dragging like 9 bodies right now, so clearly he's not a normal kid.
Interesting.
Jack, I whispered you on roll 20.
oh, okay.
She strikes.
That's... you can actually just write me on Discord, you know why?
I didn't want to switch screens.
Yeah, okay. I will write you on Discord because that's... yeah.
Okay.
We have to go find out what that is, don't we?
I think we'll find out if we keep going forward, if I'm to be honest.
I don't think we're gonna be able to avoid it, because he's going the direction we're trying to go. So
He looked right at me. It was weird.
He only appeared once there were bodies. And he's only dealing with the dead bodies.
Yeah, but he looked at me.
Well,
We're in
were you-
hallucinatory terrain.
That means he can see through illusions.
Interesting.
So if someone was to disguise themselves, he
So we
would
don't.
probably see through it.
Mhm.
Let's finish you guys' little rest and go. Um, I could go there to offer some beefy protection, I guess. I don't know, but he-
Maybe hold off. Do you have anything that's good in a swamp?
In a
'Cause-
swamp?
in a
What?
swamp.
Hell.
This is one of the things I was. It might get a bit swampy where we're headed to. I'm not sure. I guess I should ask more specific questions about the area.
I can become a snake. I can become a frog as well. I mean, there's a few things I can do.
Okay. Well, maybe just be ready for that. But I think forward is just the way we go.
I'm following your guys' leads right now. I'm still gaining my bearings on what's all going on.
We found a page in a book that essentially mentions someone out here witnessed Calix's birth at the massacre when this man became something else. Or when something else was born, I guess we'll find out. But he apparently witnessed it and still lives out here as kind of a nomad or as kind of I don't know, by himself. But he's near a field of red lotuses that affect blood magic, so it'll be interesting. But that is where we're headed.
Okay.
Okay. So then, after finishing your rest, after being severely paranoid, do you return back to the road, or are you now sticking off of it?
I think we just stick to the road until we find their flowers.
I think, unfortunately, it's gonna be our best bet. Also, if we want to keep an eye on creepy kid.
God, we were getting awfully close to the border.
I just worry if we get too close to the 10th Legion, since they will kill anyone with Calix's mark.
We're heading away from them currently. That's more toward the northeast. We are headed somewhat northwest. So we should be okay. I don't know.
I wouldn't say we're gonna be okay.
It's not an immediate problem.
Perhaps we could be a little bit more careful with our movements. If
Maybe.
we were to perhaps be careful, I could probably help us be a little bit less visible.
Only thing is, if the Lichnius War Scout is out here, he'll probably see through that and might take it as a threat. If we run into somebody from Colas, we may just want to talk to them. If we run into this hermit, we may just want to talk to him. I guess hiding from orcs is good.
I was thinking, and this is just flavor for the spell Pass Without Trace. I was thinking of maybe just making it kind of foggy around us so that we could possibly be a little bit less visible.
But a moving fog cloud will be less conspicuous.
I mean, if you want to, I guess.
I'm just saying it's an option that I have. Other than that, we're just gonna be like walking targets, whatever we decide to do. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any avoiding anyone right now.
Yeah, I think if it's gonna cost you a spell, I mean,
Yeah,
we might as well just not do it.
and I don't have a lot of spell slots left, so
Yeah, we're out here. We're screwed. Whatever we do.
We're full health, so I think we'll be okay. We can always run if we need to. Let's just move forward and see what we find next. And if we spot it first, then we can sneak up if we need to.
It is
He's dying. He's
sneezing?
dead.
Or just...
it's stuck again.
That would be a good spell. Like the...
Sneeze stuck.
There it is.
Sneeze.
That'd be a good spell.
Oh
Oh my god.
God, again,
Awful.
I felt that like
Yeah.
in my soul.
Yeah, I hate it. The air is so dry here, so like,
Oh.
it makes me extra sneezy.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Just take me back
Yeah.
when I was on the plane. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And here it's just raining nonstop.
Yeah, it's raining too, so it's actually good
Jeez.
here. Okay, yeah. Then you kind of gather your things and then step back onto the road and continue your journey. It's now around probably 3 or 3:30 in the afternoon, and kind of continue your walks, and you can very clearly see on the ground marks of where things have been dragged, and then
Yeah.
occasionally bits and pieces of, you know, when a piece of burnt flesh or ash has been left behind, so there's a quite visible black trail of the refuse of the corpses that you have killed, which is now being carried or dragged by a little child.
Were we following these?
It's gonna take us to somewhere. It's better than just wandering around going nowhere, really.
As long as it goes north.
And you,
So I just start trying to follow the trail.
well, they're on the road, so you're just following the road. And yeah, you continue walking. And after a while
God, I hate this.
of walking, as it gets to the evening hours, and you don't catch up with the kid, surprisingly. The trail still sustains. But at a certain point, after walking for quite a while and time passing by relatively quickly with all the events that have occurred, you can see the astral vestige once again making its appearance as the sun starts to set. And while you were comfortable in the day, now suddenly the shadows grow longer and larger as the sun disappears behind the horizon. Any preparations you would like to do for the evening, or do you want to continue walking in the...
Okay, let's pro con this here. I think the only pro of going forward tonight and trying to get there, because we might be close, is I think we are racing against the clock. The longer this takes, the more harm these blood curses do. Con, we don't get there at full strength, because both me and Azrael, I think, need to recover a good amount of our spells. And Iric, maybe your new.
I mean, yeah,
firepower?
I could use some rest.
Mm. How about we just take a quick vote? Who wants to stay here somewhere off the road tonight, and then tomorrow we go there fresh?
I'm up for whatever. I mean,
Okay.
you guys need to rest, and that is what's important. I don't want to jeopardize you guys.
Or yourself?
Yeah, kind of comfortable in the dark.
Shadow elf.
Where I come from,
What?
there's a lot of darkness.
Makes sense.
Oh, sounds happy.
It wasn't all that great. And then as she says this, like her face just goes like completely blank, and then like her eyes like seems to like she's not there mentally anymore, and just kind of goes somewhere else.
What did I do? I didn't mean it.
Sorry. And she just kind of comes back and like shakes her head. My past, I try not to think about. It's not
Welcome
warm
to
and
the group.
fuzzy.
Huh. I mean, I know a good way to get rid of your past.
Don't even think
I
about
don't
it.
think that's good. It comes with pretty severe consequences.
I'm just joking. God.
Do I even want to know?
Him. He did a deal with him. And he technically doesn't exist anymore.
Physically, I'm here. All great. Everything's perfect.
On paper, Irix Spanner doesn't exist.
No sign of your eyes turning red? Nice like look in his eyes.
What? What? No. Put my goggles down.
Just
Stop that.
wanted to make sure. You've interacted with Calyx. I had to be sure. Sorry.
EJ.
I will try to remember this.
We never do. Okay, I guess I'll find a place to plop down my tower. I don't have a lot of spell slots there. Where am I gonna put it at? I guess I'll use the 5th. Sure. a lovely 4-story tower in the middle of nowhere.
Mhm.
Kind of want to bat. Might do that. Yeah, so I'll start conjuring it up as I pick out the floor pan.
And we don't have any hallucinatory terrain left, so we're gonna be a tower in the middle of nowhere.
So we should make sure we have people. Well, we have Glamour. He can keep an eye out.
Yes.
Ooh, a fireplace. That sounds.
The important stuff.
This is gonna be a bath, so.
This is
This
the
has-
interior design part of the
Of
the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a side note, I just checked on my app. The humidity level in the apartment is at 31%.
Ooh.
Oh.
So it's bad.
Yeah.
So, there we go. So yeah, the lounge, the kitchen, the washroom with the sauna. If you guys want to just sit back and relax. And then my bedroom will be on top.
Mhm. Okay. Then you create the tower at what seems to be an appropriate place. Really, the last few miles you were walking, everything kind of looked the same. There might be one hill that is a bit larger than the other one, a bigger grass patch here, or a smaller stone there. So you just kind of find a decent spot that isn't too close to the road, where you're maybe somewhat obscured by some of the hills and surrounding rocks that stand there, and pop it down. Then you can just tell me your nice preparation that you'd like to do, and if someone's keeping watch, then you can also tell me that.
Yeah, I would probably do a first watch before doing my rest, since I have that magical trance thing. But other than that, Iseral's not going to do anything special before we get ready for the night.
Mm.
I would just. So is there like the upper part of the tower that's has like the open air area, right?
So if you can go up to my bedroom and then you can go onto the roof. There's like a place to sit on like the roof basically.
Can
But I don't have the
go up?
observatory.
Can I go up and sit on your roof?
Help yourself. Of course.
And I would take a watch out there and then just, I guess, sleep under the stars.
Perfect.
Okay.
I do open up my chest. There's like a chest in my bedroom right in front of my bed. It has like extra sheets and pillows, like the most comfortable of just like everything, even like a pair of slippers. And I kind of just put it up onto the roof for you. Make yourself comfortable.
Oh, thank you.
So we would divide watches between you and I'm guessing?
I guess.
And Gwen.
Because
I mean,
I'm
I
guessing
have
you
the
also.
same kind of rest that you do, so.
Yeah.
Yep, still 2 elves.
Yay.
Okay, then yeah, I wake wise for anything specific for bedtime you're going to do, or just the usual
No,
stuff?
this is going. We're straight to bed today.
Oh, Arcane Aura 13.
Yep. No more messing around. Okay, yeah, then I saw
Like notes.
can
Okay.
make a perception check.
Yes.
That's 17. Yeah, as you're kind of sitting on top of the large 4-story tower, have a pretty good view of all of the hills. You can clearly see the road in the distance. Well, when the sun drops, you actually can't see it anymore. The moon rises and kind of does illuminate the space good enough for your elven eyes to pick up bits and pieces here and there. Occasionally see the reflection of eyes of some nocturnal animal, an owl, flying by. Though you do at some point also further down the road, down north where you're heading to, you do see a spot of light for a brief moment, and then it disappears. And you kind of keep an eye out on that light, but it doesn't appear again during the rest of your watch, and other than that, it goes by peacefully.
So when Jade would naturally wake up after her sleep, I would nod to her, take the blanket and the pillow, and get myself to my own meditative trance.
Yeah. Yeah, then Jade, you can make a perception check. It's a 10.
Man, this is like rough. I'm so used to like Arya being good at this kind of stuff, so it's just like
Yeah. 10. Maybe because of the new people that you're surrounded by, or maybe because your first real engagement back to back so closely. It's a lot to think about, and you know, house home doing and stuff like that. And you look around, try to list for things to happen. Well, not much happens. 4 hours pass, and seemingly you have been left undisturbed as the astral vestige comes back into view as the sun starts to rise in the east. So, how do you wish to continue?
Why are you smiling? Stop smiling.
I'm smiling because you look so
Oh.
suspicious about things. Yeah, how will you continue your journey?
Most important question: we get our long rest?
Yes, you do get your long rest.
Oh my god. It's the most tapped I've been in forever.
Oh my god. Oh. I have spells. I'm gonna take a couple seconds to rearrange my spells while you guys
Have to
are
do the
getting
same
ready.
thing. I gotta get teleport somehow fit this in my prepared spells. It's impossible. I will send a message to Cinnifer in the morning. I'll say using the setting stone, not a spell. Good morning. We're close to objective. Should be able to return soon. Is Kalix still headed to Ilnir? I may need circle access nearby.
Message gets sent out via stone this time. And again, you wait for a brief moment. She sometimes takes a bit longer to respond. And wait a little bit longer. And a little bit longer. And now you feel like it's taking a bit too long. And after 5 minutes, you're pretty sure you ain't getting a response.
I'll grab the stone for. I definitely know his name. Hey, old. No, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Old. Harold. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Haven't heard from Cinnifer. Do you know if she's still in Sunanir?
Once again, message goes out. And you wait a little while. And you get a response.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Yes, should be. Heard from her 2 days ago. She's going undercover. Probably won't be contactable in the next few days.
things are in development.
Lovely. Okay, I'll pocket them both.
Okay. Then your journey continues.
Back to the road.
Okay, we got
Yep.
2 spellcasters prepping.
I know. It's just, what are we gonna find? I don't know.
Thankfully, my paladin spell list isn't that long. Because I only have up to first level paladin spells.
Mm.
So I don't have that many that I can change.
Sure, road. Yep.
I have to choose 10 spells, but I have a list of 86 that I can choose from. So I'm
Jesus,
like,
oh yeah, you cleric too. I forgot. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 86 for the druid spells and 15 for the clerics. So yeah, I'm but cleric I chose some that I know I'm not gonna change. Wait, I might change one.
Okay, I'm good.
Yes. Okay. I'm just trying to find. I'm missing one druid spell, but keep talking.
Mm. Well, then let's just say you continue your journey as your feet go back onto the road and you start walking it. And you can feel a bit of rain drizzling down today once again. It's still, cool up in the, 10-15 degrees Celsius region, which is 60 degrees. Round about there, give or take. And yeah, you make steady pace, trying to keep your eyes out on any weird children walking around or red patches that might appear on the ground.
Speaking of,
Yes.
I will use a fun little spell that I have that I never tried before. But I'm gonna cast it as we walk. I'm gonna cast it as a ritual, so I don't use one of my spell slots. To locate plant.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a spell?
It is a spell.
It is a druid one, yeah.
Yup. Never had to use it, but now I do.
Yes. What's the range in that?
5 miles.
Whoa.
It's pretty far. And I'm presuming
Yes.
you are locating a...
Red lotus. Blood lotus, yes.
Yep, a red blood lotus.
Yes.
And how long does that last? An hour or longer?
It basically is instantaneous. So discover name a specific kind of beast or plant because it's locate animals or plants. I learned the direction and distance to the closest plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you activate it, and you get a ping up north. There seems to be a presence of the plant you wish to find, which is at the edge of 5 miles, actually. Like literally at the 5 mile mark.
I will communicate that information to my companions. So it seems like the patch of red lotus is at 5 miles from here.
Okay. Well, let's go. Lead the way. Oh, actually, I will leave Glamour behind again. And do the same thing I did when we were leaving the city. After we travel for a couple miles, I'll just have him come back to us, poof him back, and see if he knows anybody following us.
Yep. Then make a perception check for good old cat.
Because we haven't seen that guy yet.
$21. Pretty good. Yeah. So he will tell you what he sees once he catches up with you. But the first part of your journey, you then continue. And yeah, you walk. And after about 4 miles or so, where you're almost where you suppose you will find the patches of red lotuses, you can already see in the air, floating occasionally, are bright red petals that are kind of swaying in the wind. And you can definitely see like a trail of them in the vicinity. And it's at that moment that you also see that a kind of hill approaches, kind of somewhat obscuring the view of the continuation of the landscape. So almost like a plateau that goes up, and you can't really see what's beyond that. And Skid, you are very, very confident, or ISOL is very, very confident that, yep, behind this lip there is the blood lotuses that you have been searching for. And so you kind of approach it, and as you know, you are cresting over the hill, you can see there's a sudden dip in the landscape. It doesn't seem like it isn't a plateau, but instead it's like a large dent in the ground, similar to, I guess the best way you can imagine is like a meteor crater. So the hill kind of goes up and then it kind of goes down again. Though you can see that one side at the other end is flat and reaches the edge of the cliff itself. And beyond the cliff you can see there are great big white clouds in the distance, similar to the bit more grayish one floating above you and making all of you a bit damp. The floor inside of this crater is completely covered with red flowers. A bright scarlet field that sits like a carpet atop the usual grass that grows here. The flowers have many tear-shaped petals and are clearly red lotuses. Blood lotuses. The ones you have seen dried up before. However, something more noticeable than the red carpet is what seemingly sits in the middle of this quote-unquote crater. You can see a few sharpened stones that protrude the earth like jagged teeth or claws, each angling away from each other, and they're about like 20 feet tall, and they all seem to be leading away from what sits in the middle of them, which is a oddly shaped tree. It looks like a lightning strike that has crystallized and turned into wood. The shape of lightning remains now in form of a tree. There's but a single branch on top that leads down, and more branches then appear as the tree gets closer to the ground. Kind of like a reverse tree, if you so will. There are red flowers blooming from this tree on some of the branches, giving it a very bonsai-like look. It sways slightly in the wind as the branches are quite thin compared to, well, the height of this tree. And actually I do have an image of this tree itself as you come to see
bet
it.
it's pretty. It is.
Oh,
As then.
It is then.
That is really interesting.
I mean, yeah, I was told this is a spot that artists like to come. Now we can see why.
Is it possible to tell if the wood is similar or the same wood as it was in the temple? Like that petrified...
You probably would have to get closer to, like, really see
Okay.
it. You are still quite far away from it. It sits
Yeah.
in the middle of this crater.
As soon as Isarel sees that tree, she's like, I want to talk to it.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Yeah. No one is surprised. It's like, yeah.
Untrue. Jade probably thinks I'm stupid or weird.
Okay. Characters maybe. Players, no one is surprised.
No people in sight.
Make a perception check.
Wow.
That is a 10. You wish to re-roll, since I know you can do that.
Not at this time.
When the DM prompts you to re-roll.
Like, I know how my shift works.
Yeah, probably. I say that because then you will get something worse, and I'm like, yeah.
I know, and then I'll just feel worse.
Yeah. Yeah, you kind of look over. It's actually quite easy to see if someone would be here, since compared to the very hilly landscape of the rest of the terrain, the crater itself seems to be flat and kind of goes down. So you have a nice view of everything. So even with a 10, you do see an individual that is sitting. So he's somewhat still obscured by the red roses, since part of his body is kind of inside of the tall grass. But there is someone, he's like about 90 feet away from the tree itself, kind of sitting there.
I just point over toward him. Think I found our hermit. Who wants to say hi? I guess that's me.
Ignore that, I think I hit something.
Okay.
I did not put heroism on anyone. I'm very sorry. I was trying to read it and I hit the thing by accident.
And then,
Yeah.
okay. I will ride over to the person.
Okay, yeah. You stride over towards the person. As you kind of get close and closer, you can see that at some point the person stands up. That's when you realize it's a tall, damn tall person. In fact, you can see that as soon as he stands up, it's still kind of hard to make up, but you would assume this is a man that is about 7 feet tall. And he seems human, at least as far as the features go. Though you can't really see his ears, as they're covered by long, rustled white hair, and his eyes are covered by a bandage that has been wrapped around his head. But more noticeably than his, large towering form, as you're getting closer and closer and start to make up more detail, is what is attached to his body, or rather, how it is attached to its body. There are long pieces of scrolled paper that seemingly have been nailed into his flesh and bones, attaching it to his body. Long nails can be seen penetrating multiple of his limbs, each time attaching an open scroll of some sort that blows in the wind. Red scriptures can be clearly seen written on top of them. The other eye-catching element about this odd individual as he stands up is the extremely large sword that he is carrying, which is placed on one shoulder, and it extends behind his back several feet longer than any standard issue greatsword that you would have ever seen. As this hulking man standing there above you, and the other small detail that you notice is that he has a kind of barbed vine crown on his head with also nails kind of going into his skull like that. And that is where we're gonna end today's session. Probably a nice guy.
We just found reverse calyx.
We'll see.
Yeah, he's like...
feels like could be anything, good, bad, or otherwise.
Listen, he's 7 feet tall. He's got bandages on his head, on his eyes like calyx.
Long hair.
Long hair, but white instead of black. And he's got like stuff nailed around him and like this giant sword. He's reverse calyx, I'm sure of it.
Yep.
Sure.
Reverse calyx. Yeah.
Yeah.
For every black there's a white. For every shadow there is a light. Yeah. Well, you can be excited to see him next episode. I was actually planning on showing you today, but I'm like, nah, you can wait another week before I show him to you.
Rude.
Oh my gosh. I want to talk to that tree so bad.
Dude, would you finally talk to that tree? Like, me being the character that's been through this journey, like, with you guys, I want to be like, yay, the tree! But then Jade's, like, not familiar with that, so it's going to be really interesting to see, like, how I, like...
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a non-zero chance this guy might just try to kill us, but, you know.
Yeah, like everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said,
We're still not sure if he's done the killing though, because we killed a bunch of things and then they got dragged back. So maybe other people kill things.
that note seems like such a trap, though.
Oh my gosh.
Come here. Oh, everybody that comes here dies.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure he's the reverse calyx.
Look, I'll try to be kind when I talk to him.
Yeah, yin and yang calyx. Yeah, well, we will see next week what this dude is all about. What's he all about? We don't know. We don't know.
Like if we're near the spot where that massacre was, Calyx gave himself up. So why is this dude just here?
So many questions.
So many.
As usual.
Yep.
Yeah, well, while they are deep diving inside of their own minds, trying to figure out what the fuck this dude is, what it means, what is the purpose of all of this. I think we will just let you viewers go now here, and the answers can be found next week. And yeah, I will say, depending how things go, either a lot of answers or none at all.
Oh, shut up.
Yep.
Or a couple character deaths.
Maybe. So, see you guys next week. Bye.